So, the last time we had played, the party had just arrived into the Bay of Oakhart, where you saw the ship get unloaded. The passengers, including yourselves, stepped off to then get aboard a river ferry heading up the Maven River towards the city itself. Hendrik did stay behind a little bit, and he saw an old friend, an old colleague, Arthur Tournier, an inquisitor of Tyr, who was there to oversee the delivery, for lack of a better term, of Maldum Threnic, this deranged, possibly possessed serial killer who was carried away by giant eagle, ridden by brass shields in a nailed up humanoid-sized box, to which you do not know where that box went to. Traveling upriver over the few hours with these hill giants, as well as all the other servants or employees above this river ferry, was the branding of the League of the Golden Veil, this circular pendant made out of solid gold, which has the embellishments of an oak leaf on it. And arriving in Oakhart at the lower ferry terminal, you were took in a few of the sights. The Crown's Crest, where the high palaces, fortifications, the true richness of Oakhart lays. The carved stone relief of the face of the goddess Mina into the cliff face beneath Crown's Crest, you'd seen as well. Passing through the thick defensive wall of Oakhart, this some 60, 80 feet thick barricade to the outside world, which on one side rests the belt, the collection of houses for most of the kind of workforce or just general citizenry of the time. What you're struck by, most of you, would be that the brass shields in Oakhart are incredibly well equipped. They have magical enhancements, they have enchanted armaments, they have potion vials, scrolls of holding attached to their persons, and binding promises written celestial on their prayer papers on their armor. So a different change up in that. Thanks to your efforts above the Torment team, the ship which sailed you into Oakhart, Captain Monica Serena gifted the party a note to direct you towards a woman named Carmen Naples, a brass dragonborn who runs an orphanage or home for children in the Ernmore Heights. The Wingsprun residences in the kind of northeast side of Oakhart. And making contact with her there, she directed you guys, you can find suitable lodgings in a cottage in the garden. And from there, you went to the I'll get the full name of the site you went to. You went to the Silk and Thread Emporium of Kilhello Design, to which Tame, like a excited child, dragged you by your coattails towards it for him to go pick up his own outfit, from which you have not seen yet. But it was this large, expansive, multi-tiered warehouse of every kind of modern design, antiquic design, antique to kind of burgeoning fashion, taking off within the town, of modicum of income to the exorbitant fancy and exorbitant rich. And there you chose your outfits. You paid a lot of coinage after the owner and premier designer, Daniel, had seen to the party and measured you guys up and got a feel for what you guys want. So it'll be a few days until they are ready as such. But just while you guys were kind of getting your last moments and words with Daniel, you heard a stammer, a shout of kind of, I don't know, worry or excitement, and you looked outside and you saw the demi-angel, the scion of the House of Ellerhen, who had shaken the hand of a kind of crazed with fame and shock Tame, who was accompanied also by two black leathered mercenaries who you've met semi before. They are Ravensword mercenaries, and he was asking simply for a white scarf. Leaving Daniel to go see his new customer, and Tame now joining the four of you, or the five of you, sorry, in the measuring room with a few glasses of water. There's some pitchers of wine in here. This is kind of like a very much a bit beyond the pale in you're here to measure some tailored clothes and you're getting treated a bit like a bit like high class means. But what you've noticed in your time here is you've spent a great deal of personal fortunes, since you have only just been here for nary 3-4 hours. You've been in the town traveling around, and it's in this room. It is midday. It is slightly drizzly on the horizon, but the town itself does not seem worse for wear. It's still quite pretty, and the five of you are with Tame in this room. I would like to start with Lyranok.
Yes.
So Lyranok, you have seen figures. You've met many Azamar. You have fought alongside with summoned celestials on the front lines. But this lineage of Elerhen, the only closest in grandeur and in kind of I don't know, just pure opulence of that angelic bloodline you saw close to it in person is the Living Saint. That's the only thing that kind of is similar enough to draw on your memory from that. And how, I mean, you're an Asmar yourself, although a bit more aged than this younger Elerhen. What's kind of Lyranok's reading about a lot of Oakheart, about how it's changed, or maybe it's not changed so much? What's he kind of feeling at the minute?
So, I mean, in terms of Oakheart himself, I think it's more. From my understanding, it's like there have been small adjustments, but nothing grand sweeping, no grand sweeping changes or anything like that. It's still more or less in terms of culture, seems relatively similar to how it used to be. In regards to Elerhen, he's probably looking at Elerhen less. He's probably taking it relatively well in that he's not falling like head over heels or anything, or it's like he's not blown away by fame, because that's the same way that people treat Lyranok, and Lyranok's not a fan of that. He's very much believes in like that. We're all equal. We're all here. Well, so he's not like completely blown away or anything. Also, like I said, he's been with other similar, or in regards to similar-ish people, like the summoned angels and all that jazz. So he's probably just sort of looking on him, and almost like you should go, a young'un, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
although
having said that, he has nothing but respect for the man. He's got absolutely no way. Like, I get no, like, not trying to be dismissive of him or anything, but just in the same way as like, it's someone famous. I know them. That's about it. So
yeah.
He's like relatively content in all honesty how things are going so far. Like, just quietly.
You've got a good memory, and I would say the last time that you had saw an Elerhen would have been probably what you imagine is his grandfather, who would win in the gallery, the viewing gallery of your duel when you did that tournament in Oakheart many decades earlier.
Yes, many years ago now.
A lifetime ago, some would say.
I think it probably is for most people.
Yeah. So, Lyranok is thinking about that. Torkel, you finally witnessed a bard out of his depth and stammering and recovering from quite the situation. How does the rest of the party, like, just feel free to go one by one. How's the rest of the party feeling about your situation, your opportunities, shall we say, in Oakheart?
I think that Torko just apprehensive and wants to wrap up his time spent in the store, so because he knows that they've got like I guess real things that need taken care of.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, or at least the same kind of.
Yeah.
There's this sense of overwhelmed because of like all the hustle and bustle, but for merely just fashion and looking better than the person next to you, and there's more important things to be kind of done. Saying that, there's kind of like also kind of like an appreciation for the half angel basically asking for, what was it, just a basic scarf, like just a
White
simple
scarf.
just a simple white scarf, that kind of like not impressed already, but like the idea of kind of like, oh well, it function over the sense of like looking flamboyant is kind of is refreshing compared to everything else he's seen thus far since stepping into Oakhart.
And Thoric, as the high roller, your party has somewhat assisted in the bankrolling of your outfit, which will soon be made in the next couple of days. How's Thoric feeling? How's Thoric reacting?
Well, firstly, to the second Azamar that he has come across on this adventure. It's like, yeah, a simple white scarf does send a message of being a more grounded person. And I don't think Thoric has necessarily I don't think he necessarily sees beyond that. He's like, okay, he's pretty grounded. Like he's not thinking, is this just a show? Is this just whatever? It's just, oh yeah, this guy's pretty grounded. But in terms of things overall, he is a little worried, which doesn't happen often for Thoric. He's typically fairly happy-go-lucky, but he is a little worried. This is big for him. He has to prove himself to Justea and everyone else around. And I think that's taking up a lot of his mind at the moment.
And someone else's mind who's very much taken up is our truth caller, Hendrik, who I would probably say with your sense would be thinking, all right, there's a lot of wealth in this town. There's a lot of piety, of course, of one of the four main denominations of the churches. Audrin, Mina, Nemela, Nedlin, the four great, most recognized churches, symbols you've seen around town. Not so much Tyr. So why is Thrennic here? Why is Thrennic in a place where the lineage of the last champion holds sway? And you're just thinking about a lot of moving pieces at the minute, Hendrik. Not sure of answers, not sure of connections, but it's just curiosity, as you always have, as your mind always ticks on these things. And with that, Tame now recovered. His makeup, as best as it can be, after a little bit of hot flushes, has added to the redness of his cheeks from the white, kind of dampening the white face paint he has in sections. And he takes a sip of water, brushes his hair back through a messy hand, with his kind of messed up teeth. Well, are we thinking about what to do next? We've dropped off our belongings. Is anyone hungry?
Well, that's a silly question to ask Thoric.
I mean, that's just an evergreen question for you, isn't it?
Yeah. But also, should we take a look at perhaps some kind of nice smelling things, like cologne or whatever it's called?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, the spices, but those go into food generally, so...
Oh, you're looking for an aromatist? Yes, I think there's a florist who harnesses the raw essence of many of the rare flowers. I'm sure we'd stop by one of the apothecaries who do such things for you, Thoric. There's bound to be a few of choice in the observed obtainable market.
Fantastic. Can we do that as we get some food as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe this is a matter we will leave to you. I do not think. Well, I do not feel the need for it myself, but you can go there for sure, certainly.
Okay. Does anyone else want to go with Thoric to purchase some highbrow cologne?
I'll wait outside.
Okay. So you're leaving.
I'll accompany him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then kind of as you're kind of shuffling out, Hendrik, what's going on with you? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I want to.
Yeah. Or
So I
talk
pressed
to-
the
or
prestidigitation because I
stay.
want to see if I can make my smell. I can. So I don't need to buy clothes. I don't need to buy perfume. I'm good.
My man is
jealous.
Well,
So jealous.
I mean, it's an instantaneous smell, but it doesn't say anything about
Duration
lingering.
for 1 hour. For 1 hour.
Great instantaneous harmony sensation.
I mean, it says it's harmless, but maybe do you want a harmful cologne to really seep in and make an impression?
Yeah, it says duration up to 1 hour. And the only thing it says is an odd odor, which I don't. It can be argued. Cologne is a bit odd. Nothing like it in nature. But I think Hendrik hates this city, man. It's very
don't worry,
well,
you haven't even reached the worst part of it yet.
It's very well regulated. It's very orderly, very faithful. There's not really. I can't see any relation. There's nothing for me to do.
Yeah, there's no crime.
It's a thriving black market, I'm sure.
I'm sure there's also some very high-level crime going on amongst some of the nobility.
Yeah,
but they've got enough gold to tell him to fuck off. So
Yeah, dude. They thrive in that kind of thing.
I have enough gold to tell the church to fuck off. There's a difference, okay?
Yeah, but then the church tells you to fuck off. So
yes, and I follow it.
Okay, so leaving the Silk Thread Emporium, correct? Everyone's fine with leaving?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk out the front door, you see an amassed crowd staring towards the front door of around some 60-30 people, in around that numbers of people gawking. And next to the hitching post of where you would tie or fasten some horses, which is actually a wagon, you see a porcelain, almost carved from marble in its beauty, a pure white Pegasus with its wings folded in, as a Ravensword mercenary is got a handful of apples from a bag, is feeding apples, as a few more Ravensword mercenaries have their keeping a small perimeter around the Pegasus, as people are like, "Did you see him? I just saw him go in there. Oh, I wonder what he's choosing to wear," and all these kinds of. I heard, and all these rumors about like, oh, did anyone get a glance before he went in? He just flew down, and then the Raven sword appeared. Oh, and then you guys walk out, and just as you're kind of a few paces away from the front door, someone runs straight at the door. Goes like, "Was he in there? Was he as beautiful as they say?"
Just kind of nod and push past them.
Oh, I'm so jealous, Master Dwarf. And then someone runs.
You might be more than jealous.
Someone runs like hands a piece of paper and an inkwell like right into your hand, slowly or orally, and it's like, "Can you draw him for me? Can you draw his red fiery hair? Look, there's some red pigment in the compartment there." And he like gets like this box and he's like handing like all this loose ink.
Oh God, how heckled am I being?
You're being annoyed, and you realize that this is like a pretty impromptu fan club, like immediately starting around, and there's more and more people like, "Oh, what's going on?" and kind of peek past shoulders.
Okay, You know, Muttley doing the
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that with my performance check.
Wow, that's
Okay,
that's a blast from the fucking Christ. Okay, that's a blast from the past, is what I was gonna
Can I at
say.
least
You
say
rolled
with
a
my
0.
Can I at least say with my 0, I do somewhat of a Muttley fucking.
Yeah. The guy immediately takes the
Just a
parchment and
circle.
pen off of you, and he's just like, "How garish of you, sir!" And like takes it away.
Barbaric.
Yeah. It's like, do you not speak the angelic celestial properly? And steps away. The rest of you are not hounded so much, but you get free and realize the Raven swords there's about 6 of them, but best you can see, 2 of them around the Pegasus are kind of making like this kind of barrier of soul of bodies, so that you imagine that when he leaves at the front door, he is not, I don't know, immediately swamped by adoring fans.
I have my interest has been piqued. I have a big curiosity for this Pegasus, and just a quick question: would Orly have ever, in his brass shield travels, come across these before?
The only Pegasus that you've ever seen was one that was seen flying around Erith and was believed to have been one of the pets of a Hierophant, of the Hierophant of Thesnir.
This is the first time up close.
First time up close, you've only seen it from a distance.
Cool. I'm going to try and approach, like, in a friendly manner, as if kind of like interested in the I'll be looking at the Pegasus as I'm approaching, see if there's
are you
any
like,
kind of
are you
pushback.
like looking to go a bit closer than the crowd, like step out from the crowd, or like stay in the crowd and like get like just a regular view that everyone else is at about 30 feet?
There isn't really much thought to it. It's more kind of like piqued curiosity. So a beeline in it, basically.
Yeah, as you go to step out, a tall Ravensword mercenary with this fur, dark kind of bluish grayish fur, bovine features, a mattle of tousled hair, which is like braided into ponytails down both ears. Stands around 7 feet tall, and he wears a simple bark breastplate, and has a kopesh in a scabbard. As you go to like kind of walk forward and like a gazed, you just see this mountain of a man step in front of you, and he just like tucks his tongue like goes, "That is close enough for a view."
I'll give a quick kind of like curt bow, and I'll good day. I'll kind of quickly flash my badge. I used to be a member of the Brass Shields, and but however, this is my first time ever seeing such a beauty of an animal. I was just wondering, could I possibly have a closer look? I'll withdraw all my arms if needs be.
A long pause, and not like an annoyed sigh, but just okay. And he says to you, "It will be at the discretion of Uncle Otto if you want a closer look." But
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how much longer he will be inside. And at that moment, the door opens up, and you see the same golden flecked in parts, like down those lines of his muscles where veins would be, of his aurite bronzer skin, fiery red hair, white garments, walk out, and he's got a folded up cloth in one hand, and Daniel is like kind of in doorways waving like, "Thank you very much for visiting," like giving this like meaningful goodbye, and Uncle Aldridge walks out, and there's just like that kind of like boy band, just like scream, gasp as he walks outside.
Does anyone faint?
Make a perception check.
It's Justin Bieber.
Well, that's also a name I haven't heard in a while. Although I'm much more glad for that one.
You see an old woman with wizened old white hair look to be shocked awake from the scream rather than falling asleep or fainting.
Okay.
as he walks out, he just raises one hand and just like kind of calming the crowd. He's got this kind of neutral expression, neutral smile, not like smiling adoringly, not clapping his hands, but he just kind of makes his way towards the Pegasi. And with the folded up cloth, he walks over to his Pegasus, which is about 25 feet away from you, Orly, and this man, and he drapes it over the neck of the Pegasi and starts to fasten it and tie it around its neck to give it a little bit of clothing. He looks over his shoulder after kind of tying it and gives a slight clap in his hand. He says, Walter, is there an issue? This, excuse me, your name, Sword. Looks to you, Orly.
Give me a sec.
He's got to go find his fake name.
It was Tom, wasn't it?
Tom Bombadil.
It was Tom.
Yeah, okay. This Tom wished for a closer look at your companion. And Ancalato kind of turns his full body towards you and he starts to approach right up towards you, Orly. And this figure, you're actually seeing like a gleaming sunlight ripple off his golden veins, and his reddish tinged hair, which like almost seems like more wavy than it should be with the wind as he walks towards you. And he's got his hands kind of down to his side, neutral. Tom, is this your first time seeing a Pegasus?
The first time this close.
She's quite beautiful, isn't she?
I couldn't possibly give up the chance to see such beauty up close. I apologize if I'm discommoding you or delaying your travels.
No, not at all. Unfortunately, you see with your eyes, not your hands. And the reins are, well, they're situated towards myself. But come along. And he puts a hand on your shoulder. And Orly, you get the benefit of a short rest.
I'm sick.
As he walks you over with his hand on your shoulder towards the Pegasus.
I start skipping. No, I don't.
Yeah. And there's just a hush over the crowd, like, why is he get to go have a look? He's just and someone slaps him. Someone in the crowd just slaps him.
Oh, fuck, man. I didn't think.
I knew that was going to happen.
And Claudio,
you have earned several eternal enemies now.
Yeah.
Enemies I can handle, just people coming up trying to talk to me afterwards, I can't.
Yeah. And Claudio walks up to the Ravensword mercenary who's standing at attention and takes the bag of apples and hands you this nice apple, this fine red apple. And he hands it to you in Orly.
Oh, that's
and
sick.
Just gives a nod like towards the Pegasus as he strokes her mane.
I'm gonna quickly another kind of like short bow whilst I ask him, would it be possible if I imbue myself with the capability of speaking to your companion, or is that going too far?
Says it's not needed. She can understand you. We all speak the celestial tongue here.
Yeah, I don't speak celestial.
No, you do. If you speak central, like he's basically saying she understands us.
Sorry, understood.
Yeah, so she can hear you.
Has he told me her name already?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. I'll does your companion have a name?
He looks towards her. She locks eyes with him. Carrera.
And I'll gently hold out the apple, and it's
Make
very
an
nice
animal
to meet
handling
you.
check.
Yeah, It's very nice to meet you, Carrera. Don't fuck me. What? Guys, what's happening?
Yeah,
What's
can I
happening is
use
that you're getting
inspiration?
stabbed by the
What
Pegasus
do
horn.
My hand's
So-
getting bitten off,
Can I
apparently.
use inspiration to give him disadvantage on that roll?
you mean advantage?
No.
No,
No.
no, we're not doing that.
All right.
It's not natural one. How could you make it worse?
I
We
will.
wasn't
You
it?
can use my inspiration to reroll if you want.
Absolutely
Wasn't
not.
it
I'm only
that
fading
one?
the bloody Pegasus there.
You fucking rolled a natural 1. Do you have any idea if the consequences could happen here?
You could
What are we
accidentally
looking at here,
slap
Cypher?
the
Bitten off
Pegasus
hand
in
if I
the
don't use
face.
inspiration?
The Pegasus Cajero, sorry, ignore that, Regina, it's just Carrera, looks at you intently, and this glare of this animal, which she is, for lack of a better term, was mythological to someone, and now it's in front of you. You feel it stare deep into the wits of your own mind, and then it looks directly at its owner or companion, the Scion Ellerhen, and he just nods and says, I see. And he looks towards the tall Furblorg Ravensword, and he just gives a nod as you see her, like two heavy footsteps come behind you. It is time for you to return the clothes, Sir Tom. As he kind of just like puts a hand on his shoulder and like basically just turns you in one fell swoop, like 180, and for you to walk the other way.
As I'm walking away, absolutely. I apologize if I offended. Not my intention.
Yeah. The apple you have in your hand, you look at it, and it is one of the most delicious pure red apples that you have ever seen in your life. And it is not the apple that the Pegasi was upset with.
It was you for being a liar.
You walk back into the crowd as now, like, some people are like, oh, what happened there? Did you see anything? I think he said something rude. How dare you, sir? Like, because none of them were within earshot to actually hear what the words you had between you and Ellerhen. And with that, like, as soon as you join the party, you just see the tunk of like, or the kind of rattling of and binding of leather as he gets onto the reins, fastens himself in, pulls on the bittle within the Pegasi as it just takes off, and he's gone, and he's flying straight up as the Ravensword mercenary fall into formation, and they just start to walk down the street. And the crowd, like, do you get the sense of about 10 or 15 people like, he's going to Gromquist. No, he's going to the belt. Let's go that way. And then like they can't agree which way he's going to fly. And like, I want to see him again. And there's like a 10 or 15 group of people who are really diehards, and they're trying to follow him wherever he goes. Take a point of inspiration for that, Orly.
Oh, cool. Sick.
Also, you have 1 degree of public enemy.
Shame. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I give a fuck?
I mean, if it ends with pitchforks and torches, then you might.
I got a minimum 10 roll on my stealth. I'm okay.
Yeah, but you've seen your rolls so far, though, right?
Oh fuck! I forgot. I've got no. That wouldn't have been a one. I'm a terrible
reliable.
rogue, you guys. I'm so fucking bad. I've got proficiency on them. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Well, I think natural 1 overrides it.
I don't think it does. A fail is a fail, actually. So yeah,
A fail is a fail. A fail is a fail. Orly comes back to the party, and Tim is just like, "What did you do, Orly? You're not Tom. What did you do?" Like kind of like hands expressed, like he's like, "This way, in the alley now." And I guess the other party members just tell Tim to shut the fuck up before he starts.
Not necessarily. That's why you just sit there going, it's probably really hard to be bodyguard for someone who could fly. Yeah. I think unless he's like actively making a scene, then I'm not going to intervene. If he's just like stuttering and stumbling, then that's normal. Everybody else in the fucking crown is also stuttering and stumbling over their words.
Yeah, he's not doing anything more than that. He's just like, what happened? What happened exactly? Like, what did you say? What did you do? What happened, Orly?
There's literally no concern on Orly's face. He's just smirking, and just all that's going through Orly's head right now is retaining the image of the Pegasus up close so that he can carve it later on. Everything else does not matter right now.
Okay. Heading towards the market then to find a perfume store. Okay.
Established that there's absolutely everything and anything in the obtainable market, so
Pretty much. How much do you want to spend on your perfume? Basically, that's your limit.
What's the price range?
yes.
How much do you want to pay for perfume?
Yeah, you are in Oakart. Their price range is yes.
It goes up to 1 billion gold.
I would say the most expensive perfume that you come across is around 7,000 gold.
Fuck off. Sorry.
7.
But still, fuck off.
Yeah, that tracks for that. Like I said, that tracks for Oakart.
I feel like that's rather low.
Okay.
Also, said
I
it's,
need
And is that like you get the perfume, or is that just like it's applied to you here and now, and then you come for a next dose?
Yeah, I can't listen to this.
Like, we are in the rich city.
I don't give a shit, dude. It's annoying because this stuff actually happens. It's too real.
Oh yes, absolutely it does, which is why I can laugh about it.
I have so much fun here. Yeah. So what's your price range then, Thoric? And what kind of scents or tones are you going for?
What smells really good with ozone?
Yeah, Mark the human, I'm terrible at this. So I suppose I would just go to one of the.
There's like stalls, there's stores, there's pop-up things, there's undersellers. Like, you're going through like a half a dozen different shops. Like, no, this is a bit too cheap. No, this is a bit too expensive. And then you're like, no, this one actually, like, I don't know if I want the smell of basilisk glands. Not for me. Like, you're like, and you're like doing some shopping around.
Oh wait, if that's the case, we need to find Goldilocks perfumist, because then that one's just right.
I know, dude. That was in my head as well.
Get on my level. Hurry up.
Just right.
I guess I can spare like 75 gold.
Okay. All right. For 75 gold, roughly in that price range, you find a bottle, which is kind of a like more kind of like 50 or like 10 mils, something like that. A couple doses, you get a couple weeks of wear out of it, of just a little bit of padding, and it's of a deep cherry and like burnt timber kind of like mix. Like, it smells like roasting cherries over like a log fire. Another one would be like this kind of icy cool kind of, it almost brings like this kind of scent of like winter to you, and it's a formulated essence of a white dragon scale. So you can kind of go for a more like kind of like home hearthy welcoming one, or more like a stark like crisp scent.
And of what I know of Justea, which one would she more prefer?
She would more prefer the former, the like kind of cherry wood, that kind of stuff.
But if you're looking to make a name and impression on other people as well, the other one might be better.
Do you know what perfume her father works? Sorry.
Okay, that might be a different message you're sending.
Yeah, that's carrying on swiftly from that.
I think he means to avoid it because you don't want to smell like
yeah.
a dad.
I was going to say, yeah, we got
That's
some
not
reverse
what you meant,
Freud in
no.
here.
That's not what I meant, but it's fine. Let's move on.
That's not what he meant.
I'll go with the former.
Okay, burnt cherry it is. And it's like a combination of like a log fire and like a bakery of cherry bakewells. It's quite nice, and you spend 70 gold on it.
Cool. Thank you. I tipped the guy 5 gold because I've already changed the amount of money in my inventory for it.
Okay, yeah. The halfling home, the business owner is very thankful, and she gives you like that little like proper like wraps up in a ribbon, and then there's like a fancy looking bag, and then so you're walking around like in semi armor, like plate, like comfortable plate, and you've just got a little carrier bag like fine accoutrements of scents emblazoned on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a real man.
Yeah. A real man does
now,
not mind.
Yeah,
where he
exactly.
shops.
A real man can be both at the same time.
Exactly. So
Sure, man, who can do both.
after you've got your perfume, when it comes to food choices to get something to eat, you can go catch the day. You can go deep pasta, rich in sauce. You could go open flame, classic hearty grill. There's so much choice. There's street vendors, there's sit-down eateries, there's levels of restaurants that are 3 or 4 levels up on like a rooftop viewing platform. Really, the choice of what you guys want to spend on food is pretty similar cost-wise, but you can choose whatever you guys want to tuck into.
Fucking barbecue grill, let's go.
Yes, I go with Laranok to the barbecue grill. I try to
Go to the
out-eat
barbecue.
him.
Yeah, literally, like Thirsk is going. Thirsk is going. I just need to check if this restaurant is still around. But if it's still there, I'd like to take you somewhere. And he's gonna like,
Yeah. Is that the restaurant you went to celebrate your victory with all your
Yes.
fellow knights?
this is gonna be like
Nice.
this is gonna be that one where it's like this is where he went as like to celebrate. This is where it was basically like his relaxed spot where it's like this is almost home away from home. For
Do you know what it's called?
No, go on.
The girdle breaker.
You know what? I'll love that. Hell yeah.
Okay, you
The
head to the
girdle
girdle breaker, and it's decently busy enough. You smell like the rich kind of applewood smoked barbecue sauces. There's whole chicken breast. There's like there's a couple of hogs and whole deer and a massive moose, like turning these massive spittles, which for you, Torkel, are like built like to withstand like the weight of these creatures. Like they're basically cooked whole and like slowly turned, obviously skinned and everything. And it's basically these long tables that sit by 40 people, and you basically just like you pay. There's an entry fee. You pay. It's 7 silver, so 7 silver off your inventories, and it's just an all-you-can-eat buffet for 2 hours. And after that, you got to repay.
I will pay for everyone.
Question:
Thank you.
Is there a
Yeah, thanks.
challenge meal here?
Yeah.
So you look
All right,
towards.
hang on. This one might be on you though. I'll pay for everyone else, but we'll see how this one goes.
All right. So you look towards the kind of like information board at the top of like the kind of back of the restaurant, and it's like smoke smell. There's people like queuing up at one of the cutting stations, and you look towards it, and you see a series of words you didn't think was possible, right? Mammoth shank challenge.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Reward
Somebody give him guidance.
free dining for a year.
Oh.
I think if I attempt this challenge first, Laranok, we may not need to pay at all.
I mean, okay, yeah, you can try that.
Step 1: kill the mammoth.
Yeah, there you go. You got to go and hunt the whole thing as a challenge.
Okay. All right. So you guys all grab a seat, you entry fee, and then you just a server comes over and he explains the rule, and then you just say the word, "I want to try the mammoth shank," and he's like, eyes go wide. This tiefling man with like kind of the small miniature parchment paper and a little tiny inkwell like tucks into his corners. Like, are you sure? It's quite the We only get 2 or 3 takers a year. Are you sure?
This guy can see Thoric. He can visually see Thoric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm willing to
still
bet he's
saying
probably
that.
also. I'm willing to bet he's also visually seen the mammoth shank.
Can I
Yeah.
inside check this guy as he's looking at Thoric, saying, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, make an insight check against this guy.
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ready for another 0?
Wait.
Yeah. Okay. Close enough. What
Reliable
the fuck is
talent?
happening? With insight. Oh yeah, actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
proficient.
So yeah. Okay. So a 13.
13. He's asking, "Are you sure?" Genuinely asking, "Are you sure?" You you look towards the board again, and you do see there's only like 7 people who have successfully completed the mammoth shank, and 4 of the names you recognize are in the giant tongue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they all Goliaths and shit?
Yeah.
Nice. Probably one of those hill giants that rode us across, maybe.
maybe or lesser giants, but yeah, like you recognize that. And another one, yeah, it's like you're like, oh, they're okay. And then the server is like kind of looking towards the piece of paper and he's like, Dragonborn, sir, are you sure?
I am.
Drink plenty of water.
I'll tell the cooks to get ready. Okay, so this is what happens. You guys are left to it for a period of around 15 minutes. And then the server comes over and he starts to actually, some of the long tables are in the middle of the room. From a back room in the restaurant, they bring out another like whole other table and like build it, like assemble it, and they put a single chair at it, and they lay it on a table mat, and then a massive wooden board basically with a thick like rag over it, so it's got multiple layers on it, and you see that a few people are like, oh, what's going on, and standing around, and one of the servers steps up on a chair, steps on the rag, and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please." And kind of just a full 360 of the room. This good fellow sitting at table 9 has chosen to take on the mammoth challenge of the Girdle Breaker restaurant. And there's like, "Ooh, yeah, you could do it." Like a full yips and cheers.
So
we can't go anywhere, can we? Without a
no, I think at some point while this is going on, I'm just gonna go. Is now a bad time to mention? I've seen 3 people try this one challenge at the same. Try this one challenge.
Probably a bad.
They didn't. Like the 3 of them together didn't finish it. By the way.
Yeah.
Survive.
Right. So the server like gestures for you to come forward, Thork, and as you like getting up off the table, Tim goes, "This will be amazing for the sonnet. Please succeed."
Oh yeah. Because you're Sonnet, not because of Thoric. Like the fuck out of
here. Yeah. So you walk forward towards this single table set in the middle of the restaurant, like right in the middle of the open floor plan that they've just built and set up. And you're tall enough to basically be like his shoulders, like eye level with you, like this smallest human man. And he says, "We wish you the best of luck, all the staff here from the Girdle Breaker. What is your name, good sir?"
Don't say Tom.
Thoric Ferragian.
"Let's hear it for Thoric Ferragian then." And woo, yeah. And he looks towards all your armaments and is like, and just kind of slowly says to you, "You might want to unclasp the breastplate and the gauntlets. They'll get pretty messy. A bib for the good sir, a bib and a few cleaning cloths." And servers like walk back to the back room and like start to bring out some like, "This is gonna get messy."
You can clean it off with his magic.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You do have a summoner who is very good at prestidigitation, to cleaning stains off things. The servers are to clap, clap, clap. The other servers stomp, stomp, stomp until everyone in the restaurant boomf, 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 boomf over and over until the whole restaurant is moving. You can see from the outside windows, people are like stopping and straight looking in and like kind of getting curious. And then it gets faster and faster and faster until the server puts his hands up and goes, halt! Points towards the kitchen door. The kitchen door, the saloon style door, swing open. You see an ogre carrying a shank the length of him and almost as thick as his pot belly. This cook is walking out with a shank. It is dripping in succulent meat juices. It is burning hot. He has these huge oven mitts which are soaking in the sauce, and he walks over towards the table, and he's struggling with the weight of it. He's like kind of gritting his teeth, and he sets it down. The whole table like buckles, and the plate and the table it's on like proper like rattles. And the ogre just looks at you, and like he's kind of like got one good eye, and his poor eye turns his head towards look at you and looks you up and down. Good luck. Gives you a big slap on the table, and then walks back towards the kitchen.
The mic was perfect for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around at everyone and go, does Thoric have all of his affairs in order? Is like, is he okay? Like, what happens after this?
Yeah. The server then just is obviously off the table at this point. He walks over towards you sitting down, and he just goes, "Let's hear it for Thoric!" And cheer, yep, everyone goes. And then one of the servers rushes over and gives you basically a butchery knife, but not butchery knife like for, this is like a butchery knife for like butchering buffalo. And tuck in, and it's like just sloughing meat like off the bone. It's rippling actually onto these rags. Like there's meat already kind of cracking, and you kind of stick a knife in and it's tender. It's like easy to eat. And you start eating, Thoric, I take it. You just start to tuck in. What does that look like?
Win or lose, Thoric wins.
That depends on the costs yet, buddy.
You still have to pay, man. Unless you win.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah,
He's got to win, or else he has to pay.
Yeah, Thoric just has like a miniature, I'm guessing, like pitchfork in one hand as a fork, and the big old butchery knife in the other.
Imagine him they're handing you like the steak knife, and it's just a great sword.
It pretty much is. It's like it would be a.
It's the great sword that killed the
Ah! Fucking do it! Let's go.
Okay,
Alrighty.
so Thoric,
I dig
with your
in
dragon
with all, with
you
all
toss your helmet
efforts.
to the side. You toss the helmet to the side, and the rest of the party's like, and some people like are like, "Well, get," and then after the first minute, like, God, he can really eat. And some people are like actually putting
Holy
their
shit,
hand over
he's
their
still going.
They're putting their hand over their children's eyes, like, just concentrate on your own food, dear. And make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Everyone better have all their inspirations ready to hand out.
I wouldn't mind an inspiration if this doesn't go well.
I mean, does he happen to be within 10 feet of me?
I mean, you can be standing cheering him on, sure.
I feel like that's cheating.
That's cheating.
Come on.
I feel that's cheating.
No, he
looked
protects
after
in
by
a.
God. That's different.
No, this is a legal thing. If he, not a legal thing, but this is a.
It's a legally binding contract.
So hang on, we can't use inspiration
Nothing
for
in
this,
the
but we
contract
can
that
use
says-
inspiration.
So I think we could use
to protect our own
inspiration.
dead.
I just don't know if I feel okay. Like I'm curious though.
Inspiration
Is
is
it
not
going to be
magic.
no? Is it going to be a one and done, or is it going to be multiple checks?
This is multiple checks. He's going to be eating this for
I'm
like
gonna
half an hour.
I'm gonna start things off by not giving him the aura because that feels like cheating. If he seems like he's objectively struggling, then maybe, but we'll see how
Yeah.
it goes.
Okay, question: how much inspiration do we have as a party? Because I don't have any.
I got one.
I got one.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I have any inspiration.
Oh, I need to re-roll that.
Take mine.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a natural one.
Oh, can I use another?
Okay. All right, so that's one inspiration gone. So, who gave him the inspiration?
I did.
Okay. Orly, you see Thoric, he's eating for around 5 minutes. He has eaten 1/5 of the mammoth shank. And you see he's starting to get like heat sweats, like meat sweats. And like you didn't know that Dragonborn could sweat. And
They're not supposed to.
what do you do to motivate Thoric? What do you say to him to get him motivating?
Oh, God. Well, to be fair, I'm quite short, so I'd have to be right up the front, wouldn't I?
Yeah. There's a few people crowded
You're
around.
standing on the chair.
Yeah, I take a chair, I plop it in front, and I just cheer on. I'm like, come on, Thoric, you can do it.
I mean, you can do it. He's like eating more He's eating more mass than any of us, I think. But
Pace yourself.
Pace yourself. All right. Okay.
Don't fill up on bread.
You keep eating. Like, this is really good. It's cooked so good. And you're actually starting to the point where like, I'm not tasting anymore. It's just meat. I need to eat and I need to get past.
Oh, God.
Another 3 or 4 minutes go by. Give me another constitution saving throw. But before you do, you see Tim stand on the table next to you.
Oh.
He stands on a chair. This is Thoric Finnegan. He helped defeat Sahagwan pirates on the high seas. This mammoth shank will be of no qualms to him. And you can take a bardic die of inspiration, a D8, to add towards your skill.
All right, since he whiffed the roll, I'll give him my aura.
It's
Okay.
annoying me how fucking helpful this annoying bard is, because it prevents me from like justifying being annoyed at him.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a save with a D8.
You can
from
choose to use it
him,
on this roll or the next roll.
Yeah,
Do I have to choose before I roll? Oh.
No.
You can choose after you roll. You can add the D8 after you roll, but I'm just saying, like, he's giving you, a D8. He might give you a second one. We'll see.
And the aura is
+4.
+4. Okay. I have 1 inspiration left. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Don't roll a natural one again.
Hey.
17 plus 4 is 28.
21.
Or 21, yeah. Roll 1d8. 28.
28. Okay. The next 10 minutes, from 1/5 to 3 other fifths of the shank are he's just ripping off. His gauntlets have like basically fallen off because he's moving so fast. He's like grabbing slices, like, I'm just eating and scoffing. And like, you're like, there's not even scraps falling on the floor. What the fuck is up with this guy? Like, and you see at one point like a big like drip of the sauce like lands on like his collar, and it gives this massive like slick, like licks it off, and you're like, this is a man possessed. This is a man who doesn't want to lose. And then you start to like see some of the servers like actually you're stopping serving tables, like helping direct new customers, and they're like staring, and then like just hear a little young boy from the corner, a young dwarven boy, like, you can do it, Tony, I believe.
Very common.
Yeah. All right. So you've got eyes on you. You have eyes. In the next few minutes, you're getting close. Like, but your stomach's hurting, man. Your jaw's hurting. Your tongue is numb. Your eyes are watering. But you still got just a little bit more to go. Roll me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Thor's experiencing something he's never experienced before. There's still food on the plate, but he doesn't want to eat it.
And at this point, just before you roll, the bard Tame just starts to like, he pulls out his drum and bangs a tune. We like to eat with Thoric because Thoric is our mate. Like, starting the whole thing, and you can take another D8 of inspiration.
Hell yeah! First things first, the roll in case I need to use inspiration.
Yeah, the roll. Constitution saving throw, please.
Nah.
20.
I think he's going to be good.
So
20.
Another roll 1d8. So 24, 1d8. 26. I think that's probably going to be good enough.
All right. You keep eating. And you're just like, you're like, oh, my father will be proud of me. No, it doesn't matter. My dad, no, that's not proud. Just stay. Oh, I'm going to have to lose the pounds before I marry her. I'm not going to be able to fit. Oh, no. And then you go, oh, no, my suit. How am I going to fit into my suit?
I literally just got measured.
Yeah.
No, that's what the gym's for.
And all these thoughts and all these kind of swimming thoughts, and you're not even concentrating on the food. And then you look at your left hand and you look at the mammoth shank, this bone, and you realize you're holding the last piece of meat that's about the width of like a shoe in your hand, like a loafer, and you have cleaned this bone. What do you do before you eat the last piece of meat of this mammoth shank?
I think Thork stands up on
the
his
table?
chair, or on the table, yeah, puts the last piece up.
There's a huge
So-
like cheer, like everyone's like
Yeah,
people are
it's
jumping in their
like-
seats, flasks go flying, plates go flying, people are like yipping, standing on their chairs, clapping.
There's no man better than a Feregian, and then just starts eating the last piece.
Yeah, nice. You toss it, you catch it in your mouth, rip it apart. Yeah, there's yips and cheers, everyone's celebrating. And after kind of the commotion, like a bunch of people are like, "Oh, well done!" And the server, the one who introduced you to and started all this, like claps, "Well done, well done." Another server comes up and passes him a small coin purse of like 3 gold, and he's like, takes it like, "Thank you very much." Clearly lost the bet. How would you want your name on the wall? And gesture towards the wall next to Mammoth challenge of successful challenges defeated. How would you want your name on there?
Bulwark Thork Feregian.
Yeah, he nods, and he looks towards the knife on the table. Would you like to carve it in yourself?
I think one of my friends here is better at carving than I am. I'll give them the honor.
Oh, God, can somebody give me a boost?
You can stand on my shoulders if you want.
Hells yeah.
Alright,
Can Thork move? Is he like comatose? Or?
Thoric is
1 second.
Yeah, Thork.
One last constitution check to see if I can move.
yeah.
You know what?
I'm
Fuck you.
fine.
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna say, you know what? You don't have my aura for this one, but
Natural 18. Nice. All right, so you waddle over to the wall and you put Orly on your shoulders and you make a wood carver's check for me, please. Carve in
Sure
Thoric's
thing.
name.
fucking natural one, please.
What? Toxie?
I'm sorry. It would just be the fucking best cap for this ever.
No. I'm gonna try do the shield that Thork currently has. I'm gonna try
Do that
slide
and
it,
then the
yeah,
inside
put-
of it.
yeah. I'm gonna try put
sick.
that in as well.
Hell yeah.
Sick. 13.
Oh, fuck it. Wait, hang on. What
Reliable
did I actually
talent,
roll?
reliable
A
talent.
5.
Rolled a
So
5.
plus 5 on that, so 18.
Nice. With that, a pretty good carving, much better than any of the others. It stands out. It's like rather than just your name, it's got an icon there. It's got a shield, and the name is inside the shield, and like just a few like more like cheers and everything like that. I imagine the other party's been eating at the same time as watching Thorky. You haven't just stood there slack-jawed and stared at him. You've had your meals as well. You had some boar.
I thought I was going to be doing this to get them free food.
Yeah. Once this is done, he passes back the silver you spent, Lyranok. And the server like says to the party of you like at one time when you're amongst yourselves, this is great for publicity. We'll have customers aplenty for a week. This is fantastic. Thank you very much. And someone walks out from the kitchen. There's a piece of parchment rolled up in the a scroll cartridge and passes it to you, and he gives it towards Thoric with your greasy slippery hands, and actually gives it towards Orly. Gives a nod. This here will ensure that any of your future visits, you and your friends eat for free.
Thank you.
And,
now, if you could do one more thing for me.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you ask for dessert. Yeah,
That's
that's exactly what you were going to do, wasn't it?
What are you gonna fucking do?
Maybe something to cleanse the palate.
Doggy bag.
Yeah.
Can I have the rest to go?
Something citrusy.
Oh my God. So there's role playing and then there's fucking role play.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, they go and get you a pitcher of some like orange juice and some meringue as well. You can wolf down with it. And it's at this point that you overhear someone from the kitchen staff, like you overhear this Hendrik with your past perception. I'd be gladiators if you didn't, you had a bill of 800 gold to pay.
Oh.
It would have been fine.
They didn't fucking mention that to begin with.
No, they didn't.
Of course they don't.
didn't.
You didn't read the fine print. He just said, "I'll do it."
Yeah, exactly.
100%. Do you think Thork thinks?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen, so no.
All right. You've eaten. You clean yourself up, either prestidigitation or a rest room, a cloak room. It's a few hours have gone by, about 2 hours. It's getting into kind of mid-afternoon. The taverns, the bars, the citteries, where people actually are starting to relax, starting to get a little bit more occupied. Rather than just like opening shop, doors opening up, sweeping of stalls and stairs, people actually go in for a drink. Now, much similarly to your eating choice, there is a length of taverns and bars, nightclubs, gambling deck halls known as the Stumbling Struts. From any fashion of bar to the lowest depraved, scundered soul would find a drink worth a single copper, to the high-class apartment converted into drink houses, to the rarest wines the Concord has to offer. There's such a spread of where you can go to enjoy the rest of your evening. Is there any choice or idyllic places you guys are leaning towards?
I'm gonna give Thork the his coupon back now that he's cleaned up, and to the group I'm gonna say I'll meet back up with you guys at the orphanage later on. I'm just gonna go take a walk. This is all the noises and stuff. It's a little bit overbearing. I need a little bit of a break, but I'll catch up with you guys later.
No worries, Tom. Whatever you need to do.
Just stay safe.
And I believe on the way in there was like maybe a park or two within Oakheart.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, I'll just head out to one of those. My intentions is literally just to kind of like just chill for the evening. Maybe if I find a nice piece of wood, I'll carve out that Pegasus, and later on I'll meet up with the gang at the orphanage.
Okay. Is the rest of the party going back probably to disarm, maybe put on some slightly cleaner or more comfortable clothes for a night on the town drinking? Because that to me what looks like what's going to happen next. But if any people have any other,
it depends. After all the protein I've eaten, are there gyms or like fighting groups around that I can go to work off some of the meat?
I mean, there are, but we don't talk about them.
That took me a solid second. You're on fire today with the fucking references. I
didn't get to do it last week. I've got to get on a build up.
Lyranok, you do know that in one of the bars in the Stumbling Struts, there is a sparring square where people can, swing a few punches. It's all.
Is it like proper above board? Like it's it's known to be there, or is it like, or is it actually the like underground shit that's not meant to be there, but everyone knows it is?
Well, it's the drinking tavern of choice for the Order of the Unbreakable, and they paid for the square to get built, so they didn't have to go back to the yard to square off. They actually in a roundabout way, legally, it's technically on the grounds of the Order of the Unbreakable's castle, but it's in the middle of like the drinking streets. But that way, it keeps it quote unquote a law applicable that actually anyone hurt in there isn't, so it's a roundabout way of escaping trouble if someone's hurt in there.
No, but it is like publicly known that it's there. It's just like
for sure.
There's a bunch of legal loopholes to make it be there, but it's not like it is the secret underground fight club.
No. It's a no.
Well, it's like Ronok's not going to mention this. I don't think he wants to go there at the moment because it has such close ties with the Order of the Unbreakable. Like, that's one of those things where it's like, I don't think I want to deal with that right now. So let's go somewhere else. He's just going to look for a relatively quiet, just sort of murmuring drink area, like the where you can have a pleasant conversation and not have to fucking scream at people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I mean, Thor can go there for a while and meet you back at whatever pub you want to go to.
I mean, I'm not even going to mention it to you, so get fucked.
That's fair.
Just
That's fine.
just for Hendrik's knowledge, obviously,
Not yet.
Arthur did say something about, if you're out, I may spot you drinking. He would his leanings, Hendrik.
What a
He would
simple
only
lodge.
he would only probably be in the higher class establishments. He's not like you. He is not as able to easily blend in to the kind of underground. That's not because he can't. It's just because that he chooses not to, and he's got other, employees that do that stuff for him. He is a more like kind of caseworker rather than a on the ground proper examiner like you were when you were an inquisitor. So if he's around somewhere, he'll probably be in the more fine stumbling strut bars and taverns and drink houses.
And it'll be easier to spot, anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be much less clientele, much easier to spot him. So that's just on the way. So. Orly, I take it the rest of the party's just heading towards the orphanage, getting suited and booted, get ready to head back out in the town,
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Orly,
Yes,
this
sir.
walk, leaving the Observal Market, heading, there was one piece of greenery in front of the twin castles of the
Yeah.
Order of the Unbreakable. You see that there is a few people who are meditating in various pockets, trying to get close to Thesnir's spirit here. You see a few kids chasing like a roundabout rubber ball, kicking it around the woods. A young man has a canvas out and he's painting dragonflies and damselflies that have just recently hatched in the spring weather across a small pond. There's someone who's fletching wood into making their own homemade arrows, and they look very much like a wanderer, like a wayfinder on the roads. They don't look like a civilization person at all. They seem to be just finding the closest woods they can this town, getting what they need. Probably a devout follower of Thesnir. And can you read a perception check, please?
Yeah, sure.
23. Okay. You are looking around and you're seeing familiar oak forests. You're seeing small game trails where there's rabbits running around. There's a few squirrels in the trees, and you're like, "This is nice. This is interesting." And then you see something walking through the woods, looking at a piece of bark. You do see something that catches your immediate attention, makes your blood run cold immediately. You see a quite familiar wood scar, like a carved inlay into the base of a tree. And it is of a small stick humanoid figure next to a what looks to be like a lizard, like a snake, but it's not just a snake, it's got wings. And it's very similar, if not, well, it is pretty much very close, but more detailed this time around to some of the artwork that your boy, Torley, would make when he talked about his imaginary friend. And it looks old, like it looks years old, like it's healed into the wood. It was carved into a tree in the Hearst. Unmistakably. Unless someone's playing a sick joke. But
Yeah, I'm probably frozen, but I'd snap to, and I'll reach out to touch it, make sure I'm not just seeing things.
you touch it and it's carved in the wood. There's gaps, there's inlays, there's just this. It's like seeing a picture your kid drew for you on the fridge years ago, but they've either redone it or attempted it like a little bit older, and it's gotten a little bit more detailed, a little bit better, a little proportions are a little bit smarter, and you're just thrown off from it. But it's years old.
Yeah. Even though I know it's years old and there's nothing around, I'll still do a quick spin, kind of like anything around, kind of like do I see kind of
you
like
look around, you see sticks on the ground, you see a small little path where people like walk up this tree, and you do see more carvings on the tree. What I would say, Orly, you do recognize the 23 is you know, your boy would usually like crouch on his knees, like carvings in the tree or parchment, mostly tree carving because he copied his father. But it's like just that little bit, a few inches taller. You know, so your boy's grown when he did this, or whatever. You're not sure. Your mind's clouded, fogged, shocked. But you've got friends who can help you with this stuff. You've got friends who are waiting on you, and you spent more time than you think here. You look towards the horizon and you realize you've been walking around checking for footsteps, checking for signs, checking for clues, which are long gone cold. And you spent an hour just in and around the area of this etching into the tree.
there is obviously that's a lot, but at the same time there is kind of like the silver lining that I am closer. I'm a lot closer now. So there's some solace in that, I guess.
Yeah.
Orly will probably just realizing this, the adrenaline probably starts to wear off and a little bit of exhaustion kicks in, especially with the day that's been in a overbearing with everybody, all the noises and stuff like that. And I'll just settle with lying down beside the tree where the carving is, and probably spend what time are we at? Like probably 7 p.m., 8 p.m.
Like 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah, okay. My intentions is to probably stay out here for another few hours and do what I initially was going to do some carving, spend some time in the and during which I'll probably carve a figure of myself beside my son on the tree.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I would like to vandalism. Try and sorry.
You there, stop vandalism.
Yeah. Stop, you violated the law. I'm grieving, fuck off, dude. I would like to try and carve that Pegasus if possible during this time as well.
Okay, give me a wood carver's check.
Sure thing. That's like a what? 15? 15. No, an 18. Get that.
18. Okay. The Pegasus carving and your own carving is decent enough. Pegasus one a bit more so. It's, it gets the head proportions right. It gets the proportions right. The wings are a little bit flimsy to do. You probably would need to spend another more times to really
it's good.
sure
It's good enough. First iteration.
It's a good start. It's a good start. But many things with art, they need multiple iterations. And after this, you travel back to the party. You meet them up at the cottage in the garden. They're ready to go. You get cleaned up.
Oh, I'm not going out.
You're not going out. You're staying in.
No. As in, like, my intentions was to kind of like avoid going out for drinks and just meet up later on tonight.
I got you. Sorry, I misunderstood.
So yeah, I'll probably just actually spend a few hours just kind of like just lamenting on everything that's happened, my son, and kind of mentally prepping myself with the news I've just gathered from this carving on the tree, kind of like prepping myself for days to come as well.
Okay. Well, the other 4 of you, as you start to get ready and as you start to leave, the lanterns are lit in and around the town to illuminate the streets, and the torch banks that illuminate the streets. There's these metal. You didn't really see when you're walking around, but now that you recognize what it actually is that all of the places where torches or radiant light is summoned to be cast into, they display not just light, but the Book of Mina, the biblical text of her denominations, her teaching, her literature, her scripture. if you imagine a street filled with light, but in that light, where it's broadcast from, it actually takes the form of words. Like shining a letter through a sign, like a hollow sign saying a broadcast. It's like that. And entire streets are filled with anims, paragraphs, texts of history, of saintly figures across the town itself. Like you're walking through the literal words of the Mina, the goddess, through this ruminating night sky as sun sets on Oakhart, and the town, the wagons get quieter and quieter, but you start to see groups of people hustling out of the heights of the residences where you guys are. They are gathering in wagons that are like 10 or 15 people. Like you can hear the clanking of bottles. You can smell the whiffs of alcohol as they leave the residences. Mostly young people, some of them more a bit aged, mixed group, well dressed, clearly getting delivered and dropped off into the stumbling struts. For many of it goes up and down in the winding streets, and as you guys walk down, it's like watching like people like empty out of taxis before the night of drinking. It's just like that. Over and there's a wagon rink at the start of stumbling struts where takeoffs and landings are coming in, and yeah, you guys start to walk through stumbling struts. Tim is joining you. Obviously, he's not going to miss this. He is actually gone for like his makeup is a solid red line from his bottom of his eyes into his cheeks and under his chin, in a dark red paint, and the rest of his face is a dark yellow. And he's got heavy eyeshadow on, and he has added a little bit of extra blackness to his eyelashes. Still doesn't cover up that crooked smile a little bit though. And he is not wearing his fine suit, but the same kind of similar suit that you are get up that you've seen him in. Doesn't seem like it's time to break out that puppy yet. And the clinking of bottles, people going through the crowd, the laughing, the shouting, the bouncing of music, the strumming of instruments. What do you guys look for? What do you want to do? What are you searching out for this night on the town? The first of any, and as one ensemble that you have been now. You guys haven't really done this before.
I think Torko's looking for the prettiest building, like how sometimes in cities they have like an old bank converted into a drinking hall or a pub.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all he cares about, is that there's a relatively nice decor.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are doing the classic lads thing where like you're walking through the streets, like which bar should we go? And you're like all kind of getting your sense of direction before you guys want to just commit to one. So you see a marble pillared building with a stairwell which is fenced and guarded off. There's actually a queue of people looking to get inside of it. Seems to be a couple a bouncer at the front and a bouncer like at the front door opening it up, and you clearly recognize it as a renovated former Ministry of Masterworks proving house, and it is coated in ivy. And you actually see the name of the building is called the Ivy, and it is been given back to nature, but also given back to drinking, to fun, to excitement. You can hear instruments inside, but the windows are stained. You can't really see what's happening behind those windows, but you can see flashes of light. You can see people moving inside. You can see that there is an exterior walled garden, third level up, where some people are outside looking down towards the street beneath you, and laughing and chuckling. And it looks like, so far of what you guys have spotted, it looks like it's the high class place to go and enjoy a night out. What about Lyranok and Thoric? What about you two? You guys looking for anything different, similar?
Like I said, Lyranok's looking for the more everyday man pub, and one that doesn't get too rowdy. Effectively, looking for like
Okay.
one where you can just have a chill night as opposed to the raucous chaos that you can have sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Make a perception check. Thork, what about you?
I think I'll be sticking with Lyranok.
Okay, you can roll with advantage then, Thork. Or not Thork, Lyranok, my bad.
13.
13. So looking around, a renovated building, again bouncers, but not like as big of a queue. You see is tiered. It's like one big building, but you can see like open windows, hear music inside. It's called Trinity. The first floor is an open floor dance hall. You can see that the people are basically doing quite organized routines, not Kaylee, not ballroom dancing, like a mix of the two. Like it's energetic, it's fast paced. The people who are moving on it aren't wearing these big ball gowns. They're wearing more like close fitting. I don't say athletic, but like easier, free moving garbs, cloaks, dresses, things like that. A mix of, races or species there, I should say. There's a bar kind of at the back, kind of left hand or L-shaped corner of the first floor. The second floor looks to be, from what you can see, like maybe booths, maybe like private sitting areas, and the third is like third floor. You're not sure. Again, it's like a big, heavy drawn curtains across the windows, but you can see the light peering through some of the gaps there. What about you, Hendrik? Are you keeping an eye out for anything specific?
No, he didn't have enough feel of this place to be looking for anything specific.
Yeah.
Just it's a weird position because there's nothing particularly going on here that's like hunting down crime or anything like that. So it doesn't feel like he's on the job, but like there's still dangers out there, so he can't quite relax.
Of course. The only other bar, I mean, there's literal dozens of bars. There's literal dozens of taverns, drink houses, but the only one that's really, you see that like got a bit of space maybe, and like some of the bars, like, okay, we're full, we'll be a bit more picky. One of the ones that you see is called the Stoked Kindling, and it is like an open like market, but dozens of small like rotundras of circular bars, and there's like half a dozen instruments and different whole other gabbles of performers performing different corners of this market square, and you gather it's kind of like it's like a whole square is open. It's called the Stoked Kindling, and there's a bunch of like open fires around, which people are like crowded around, drinking at, sitting in. It looks rammed though, like shoulder to shoulder, cramped, like proper busy. And you can see on some of the tables, you're going to get a glimpse past you looking in, like a few amassed tables for like gambling and stuff like that. And like some like people crowded around and cheering and yipping at like seeing winning cards and things like that. So you got the Ivy, the Stoked Kindling, and Trinity. What more you guys can see?
I'm just gonna more or less leave it up to the others. Like, I think Trinity sounds fine because it's the middle ground. But so like if the other two make a case, then that's fine.
I'm fine with Trinity.
I'm happy with
Torkel? Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to defer to the group. The other place seemed like it had a lot of a big queue.
Yeah, maybe even a guest list of sorts.
Yeah, so we'll try Trinity.
Okay, all right. You head towards Trinity, this third leveled building. Bouncers, you wait in queue. Entry fee, 2 silver. Cheap enough. Not ridiculous, but, it's Oakheart. You got to pay to get in. So 2 silver each. Entry fee. Dance floor, it's moving. It's bustling. It's shaking. You guys have to do that classic thing of like shimmying, running up shoulders, apologizing, putting your hands up, not to like, touch anybody accidentally, getting to the bar. You have kind of that shout, that order to the barman about what you want, because there's like right next to the corner of the bar, there's someone with a set of drums and a lyre, and as you're getting your drinks, Tame goes forward and says, I'll get the first round. You guys don't worry. And he offers a couple silver coins, get you guys a nice, easy ale, start off the night. Yeah, you're looking around. You see that there's an spiral upstairs into the next floor above. Doesn't look like there's any like guards there. There's a few benches spaced around, but there's no seating here really. It's like standing open floor. But you kind of look up, and if you imagine like a square dance floor, and you look up, you can see the actual second floor has like about like a square balcony above, and you can see like there's booths all the way around that people can people can look around on, and there's trays. People are getting prepared from the bar downstairs and taking it upstairs on one of the it looks to be like a staff stairwell, and actually taking bottles and flagons and casks, and or not casks, but drinks upstairs from the bar up here. So you guys can either have a night of dancing so far. You can grab a private booth upstairs,
I mean, yeah. So I think Learnox is probably more interested in the private booth or the booth if they can get one. Like I said, just have a nice chill night of drinking. Doesn't have to get too energetic.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you guys want to head upstairs, grab a booth. You wait a few minutes. Hendrix got that eye. He's like, right, they're getting up. Go. Like, get into the booth quick. And it probably sits like 12 people at most, like if you're proper like tush to tush. You get sat down, you set your drinks down, you get like a nice view over into the dance floor, you can hear music going. And yeah, it's nice. You got a drink, you're with your friends. What do you do? What do you guys talk about? What are you looking out for?
So, Thoric, how familiar are you with the how do I put this? These hoops to jump through, how to act and eat and things, the formalities of the tournament that we're going to take part in?
Not very familiar. I started learning them a bit during some previous learnings I was doing, but when things changed, it kind of fell a bit to the wayside.
Understandable. And because as impressive as it was to see you finish that challenge, I must admit I wasn't expecting you to succeed. I don't think eating like that would go over too well.
No, I agree.
So I'm not completely well versed, I will admit, but I have been to some level of events and the like. I could help you if you'd like, and like if he's willing, like Leonard will sort of just give him some, like spend some of the time tonight, like giving tips, like this is how you need to act and eat and things like that, because he wants to make sure that Thoric makes a good impression.
Yeah, Thor will be very appreciative of any help you can give.
Cool. Yeah. Is that sound okay, Cypher?
Yeah. So you can decorum lessons, going that kind of like
decorum is the word I was looking for.
That's later though, right?
That's what, sir?
Right now that's for later though, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
So
we have a
couple
of days
process then.
Well, imagine you might need to give some hints here because it'll be handy rather than trying to cram it all in one night. But so we've not got a lot of time left, do we? What starts in, I want to say 3 days?
You hear Tame go, I haven't had a chance to really go to the churches, but it will probably start on the weekend. So we've got actually quite a spread of days to get ourselves ready.
Oh, okay. Sorry, no, in that case, that's not too bad.
We've got 9 days.
Man, we got here so early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, Torkel, do you still happen to have that magic that can send messages?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
can you send another?
The cleric.
Sure.
If you're able to, can you tell Justea's father that we're here in Oakhart, not that he can stop worrying.
Yeah, okay, I'll send that. I'll use my last third level spot of the day and cast sending.
They'll even know it. There's a boss fight coming right now.
Yeah, it's the dance floor boss.
Yeah, literally everyone else in the bar all draws weapons and looks at you.
Yeah.
So you're sending a sending spell to Justea's father, which you have met when you lived in Vard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And you're just saying we're in Oakhart.
Yeah, it just says we have successfully made it to Oakhart, and Ulrich is with us. We will see stay here soon, I suppose.
Okay.
Oh, and you can stop worrying.
Thork, could you give us a rundown of what's going to be happening in the next few days? Just like so we have our events
now in the tournament, or
yeah, I mean between now and you getting married, I suppose.
Well, between now and the tournament, anyway, at least is going to be me anyway preparing for it, getting my manners up to what they should be, so that I don't cause any embarrassment to myself or Justea. In the tournament itself, I've never been to one myself. Lyranok, you
how many days till the tournament? Is it 3 days?
It'll be a weekend long, so 4.
In 4 days, the
tournament is 4 days. It'll start in 9 days.
In 9 days.
In 9 days, yeah. The welcoming luncheon
runs for 4 days.
Yeah. I mean,
apologies for my spelling.
It's fine, don't worry. Team's kind of role is to try and build up a record or rapport about Thoric and whoever wants us to enter. But he will, I'll not RP it, but he'll need to know, like, who am I going to the churches with and saying who's entering the tournament as well,
And Thork, do you have information on what this tournament entails specifically?
As I was saying, I've never been, but Lyranok has.
Oh, okay. So Lyranok, what type of tournament is this?
This is not the same tournament that I was part of. I was part of the. God, I never remember what it's called. I think it's just called the Summer Tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, Tournament of Flame.
Yes, Tournament of Flame. That was it. Sorry. I was part of the Tournament of Flame. Do I happen to know? I'm assuming does it follow more or less the similar or same?
There will be a combat part of this. Make a religion check for me, please.
Okay, I'm great at either. I'm great at either of those. So, religion. Let's go with that because it's not my best. Come on, there it is.
I cast guidance on him. 14? He's really thinking hard about this.
Yeah, add a D4. Cast guidance on you.
15.
So, from what you remember, the church is the one who the Tournament of Flame is organized by the Church of Audrin and Talos. The Tournament of Thunder, again, similar, the two same churches. This tournament involves Mina, Nedlin, Nemela, and Audrin. And the parameters, the scoring, the officiation of the tournament, it's not done by these aristocratic families, the old four. It's mediated and run by the churches. And because of that, each one of the challenges of the day will take the form of something that's close to the gods, dogma. So there will be a combat challenge when it comes to Audrin's, part of it. There will be something a bit more esoteric, artistful when it comes to Nemela. Mina, goddess of trickery and coinage and riches. That's a tough one to pin down.
Could be anything.
Could be anything. Nedlin tends to value duty, endurance, ability to overcome, protection.
I think Thoric might have that one. That sounds right up his street.
Yeah. So there'll be four challenges, one decided by one church each. And
Is it all in one day, or is it like one
no,
challenge
there's
each day?
one challenge each day.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tournament that I was in, the Tournament of Flame, was be a little bit different. That was purely a combative challenge. It is one's martial prowess that is being put to the test. One is a little different. There are the four gods involved in it. Each church will set forth a challenge, and it changes from year to year. So there's no guarantee of what each one it will be the same this year, and it will be something that is closely tied to their beliefs and their systems, and something specialized to each of their gods. I would suspect quite heavily that the Odrin portion will similarly be a combat challenge. So that one will be fairly straightforward. There is rarely too much complexity to that one. The others really could be anything. I would expect it not to be combat again, but it would be good to practice or to prepare for a broad approach. I believe one year, I recall, the challenge was you had a certain amount of time and you had to create a poem for Mina, but it couldn't be the similar. It might be that again. It might not. So it allows other people or people with varied skill sets, to perhaps shine brighter than one that might specialize so heavily. Unfortunately, there's there's not too much that I think we could do to help prepare, as we do not know what we'll be preparing for.
And the poems are the ones that rhyme, right?
Not necessarily, though many poems do.
Magical items allowed?
I'm going to go on a limb and assume yes, but
With a 15, right? Mina's presence as a trickery goddess is one of those things of you're not allowed to cheat. You shouldn't try and get an upper hand any way you should. But if you can do it without being caught.
Fucking goddamn, I knew it! As soon as it's like, you shouldn't cheat! It's like, oh, that's only counts if you get caught though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That unfortunately tracks.
And that's what Mina's all about, getting the upper hand.
Fucking loopholes, baby!
Yeah. So magical items depends on what challenge. It just depends on what flavor of challenges for the day. You might be told to, here's a pair of sandals, drop down your skivvies. You're going to swim across that lake today and swim back. It's all about physical power. So, yeah. But in combat challenges, yeah. But also like there is scoring. So the less advantaged that you are, and the greater the hurdle overcame without said advantages, the judges will look more favorably on that.
That is one thing we. Oh, sorry, come.
I have a request. Uh-huh. Can I also roll knowledge for this? I have a higher score. But like last time I was, went and saw or was the audience member for this thing or got involved, and it was like 100 years ago. So just have my information be like 100 years old. 15, okay, slightly better.
Yeah. So
I'll do guidance on myself before. Sorry,
sure.
I forgot to.
It's fine. Don't worry.
19.
Yeah. So this tournament, it actually technically hasn't entered in to an official recognized calendar date. It's been happening for around 5 to 6 decades now, though, which is a short time given the Concord's 15-year-old history. The thing that's different about this, though, this specific tournament was basically kind of came about to create a hierarchy of prowess, reputation, ability to make it easier for certain groups of people to decide about marriages. Because it's a big country, a lot of people are various skill sets, and you know, people in this world where giants, dragons, wars happen want to know what people are cracked up to be. So this is kind of what this tournament is for. With the 19, you do know that these 4 churches agreed to create something as a way to, I don't want to say curtail or to keep happy, but it's definitely a ambitious choice creating this tournament, which truly isn't really named yet, doesn't have a proper name, to keep the big houses thinking about their scions, their marriages, their promises, their family doing well in it, concentrating on that, rather than thinking about the bigger things like trying to run the town. It was a way of keeping them thinking about something else that isn't getting involved in greater politics around Oakheart. And it's worked for the better part. The only difference now, though, is, and you'd be aware of this with the 19, is now that Ankalato Ellerhen, the most desirable bachelor, is on the chopping block and is known that he is there. People can ask for his hand. There is going to be an interest unlike anything has ever any seen before, because the previous Ellerhen generations were, you know, agreed upon marriages. They weren't found out or chosen this way. They were the classic, you know, shaking hands or meeting each other or whatever. This is the first time an Ellerhen's hand is being approached to marriage in this. So this, as Leonok says, this could be giving some great legitimacy to this becoming an official event and added into the calendar of the Concord.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So each challenge is put up by the representative of the church within the city, right?
Yes.
So, do I know who the representative of Mina is in the city?
With a 19. Do
I know who the representative was 50 years ago?
Yeah, she's probably dead by now. Yeah, I mean, like, you guys are gonna have to ask around. I mean, you guys haven't been to Oakheart, and you're long lived, so as you said, some of the information you have is out of date. But yeah, you're gonna have to ask around. And the 4 of them, the 4 high church presiding lords within Oakheart, will be on the judging committee.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's at this point, as you guys are discussing plans, what to do, Lyranok, you hear a familiar voice. You hear a woman's voice, which you haven't heard for a while, walk past your table and look at you. You see a gnomish figure dressed in her evening gown best. She has her hair tied back, covered in a small hair garb. Her fingernails are painted. She looks very different. She looks very energized. She sees you and she recognizes you. And she just goes, Lyranok? Oh, my. And she like immediately makes her way towards your booth. And you recognize this as Sharwin Herkrell, the apprentice mage you rescued within the Sunless Citadel, and her brother.
Oh.
The one that had a crush on you. And as she comes closer to the table, you can smell the heavy scent of wine. And she goes, everyone, this is Lyranok. And she just like starts to gesture like a group of people to come over to the booth as she was coming back from the cloakroom. And we're going to go ahead and take a break there before this.
Oh, no. I'm going to fuck it. I'm out. I'm quitting. Bye. I ain't dealing with this. I get the I'm suddenly feeling very ill. I'm going out. Bye.
Excellent. All right, I'll take a 10-minute break there, guys.
No worries.
Sitting at this table in the Trinity on the second floor in your booth. Music going downstairs. This gnomish woman who you've seen weeks earlier, you rescued from the depths of a canistry, of a dark tree, a lost soldier with powers beyond this realm. And she's drunk. She's happy. She just sees, Leonok. And she does that thing where people instantly recognize you, club, and they just sit right next to you in the booth. And then before you can really say anything, go, oh, it's good to see you. The several other people that she is with sit on the other side of the booth. So now Leonok, Torkel, and Hendrik and I push shoulder to shoulder, the three of them, as other people are starting to crowd around the booth, and they're taking up all the exit routes. And like they sling down their goblets, the bottles of wine they've got tucked in their arm. And she looks to the group and like, guys. This is Lyrnok. He helped me and my brother when we did that thing near where I'm from, that little town near Rackmere where I'm from. Oh, it's so good to see you. How have you been? She slaps her hand down on your leg. What have you been doing? I didn't know you. What's and she just have to interrupt her. She's got to keep talking.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of let her speak. While she is speaking, how drunk is she? Is she like merrily drunk, or is it dangerously drunk?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Yeah, Ollie fucking escaped. Bastard. There is insight.
20?
Yep, I'll take it.
Ooh. Okay. All right. You go, how drunk is she? And then you start to study her movements more, and it's just a bit too articulated to be drunk. And then it's when you peel back that layer of, she's pretending to be more drunk than she is to me. I wonder why she's doing that.
Gives her an excuse to get handsy.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to point out, this character. Remember, this character was effectively a child to Leonok. By the way, remember people?
Yeah, I know.
Like this is okay. Good. We want to clarify this because it was a while ago. Okay, then he's gonna let it go. He's not gonna call her out on it.
Yeah.
Unless she gets like well above board.
I know. Yeah. And she's like, what we been doing? Like, why are you here?
I'm glad to see you're doing so well. I'm afraid our friend here is taking part in the tournament.
That's great. That's amazing. Oh, it's so good for you, Thork. She goes to reach ahead and shake out. That's so good for you. Oh, you guys are so good.
Thork does not get these social undertones. Happily shakes her.
Yeah. Yeah. The woman that is next up, she's kind of right shoulder to shoulder with Hendrik. It's this tall half orc woman who's wearing this kind of basically one piece suit. She's looks a bit more formal, and she's got an unbuttoned shirt a little bit, and she's got her hair tied up, and she looks towards you, Hendrik, and kind of while this is going on, she looks at you, Hendrik, and she's like, they're so loud, aren't they?
I just nod.
Maybe we.
I look her in the eyes. Yeah. I look at her in the eyes, and I just nod.
The pointy ears does it for her.
Maybe we could go someplace quieter.
This is great. I'm so happy I'm not part of this.
And the other girl next to her gives her an elbow, you can't be so forced. It is how we do it where I'm from. We're just honest. And you just dead stare her, Hendrik. You just look straight ahead.
I'm gonna
look at Lyrnok, get his attention, and just say, Lyrnok, do you trust these people?
Try and be polite, but you don't have to do anything you do not wish to do.
Is it a no?
No, no, they're not trust. I trust them.
Yes. Okay. Come on.
I mean, I trust them to not do anything dangerous.
Yeah.
Do I think they're going to be reasonable? That's a different story.
So as her friend lets you and her out, she goes, Bartek, you're awful. Goes, I see an attractive man, I go for it. It's that simple. You just learn a few things, and then by this point you're out of the booth, and she just puts her hand behind your waist, Hendrik, and he goes, "Come on, I know a good spot." And
I mean,
you go,
I was expecting him to get straight up picked up. So
no. She walks you towards a bar, and she wants to talk to you more. She's not just like ushering you away. She's gonna get you another drink. Keep talking to you, Hendrik. Then the girl like shuffles into Torkel, and by this point back to Sharwin and Laernok. That's so good. The tournament. Wow, that's amazing.
So, what is it that are you doing here? You traveled up for purpose as well. He's more or less just trying to like go along with her conversation as less than like just kind of not. I guess not patronizing, but just sort of like she's drunk and she's doing this. Okay, let's just go along with it.
Yeah, she goes, well, it kind of gives like leans back in the booth a wee bit. After everything that happened, my mom, well, she didn't really. Well, I'm going to college here now. She thought it was best I get away from the south, meet new people. It's pretty good campus. So I'm taking up old historical figures and learning about them in class. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's such a great town. So much more going on than Rackmere. The wine is good. It comes from the north and the south. And these are my friends. And she looks towards the woman who's staying next to Torkel, and she is a human. She looks like mid-20s, maybe coming late early 30s, like dressed for a night out in the town, but obviously like formal wear. And she has a kind of soft white complexion, makeup faced with her eyebrows and eyeshadow done. She goes, this is Rocca, and she goes, nice to meet you. She goes to shake Torkel's hand and Thoric's hand and Laernok's, and goes, she's my roommate in my bunk chambers. Yes, and I'm also babying you little no sprout sapling in this fine town. She goes, yes, I know. Oh, it's good to see some familiar faces here in Oakhart. Everyone's so busy. Everyone's so rude sometimes. It's just nice to see some familiar faces. And she does that kind of half-inch scoot slightly closer to you, Laernok.
Is she at the point of like overly invading space, or
it's on a knife's edge?
He's not going to do anything over. He's just going to like over time sort of nudge himself a little bit further away,
closer towards Torkel and Thoric.
Listen,
go that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am more comfortable with them than I am her right now because this is fucking so many layers of awkward for him. Like, oh god, no.
The woman Rocca says to you, Thoric, she goes, so you're entering this tournament. Do you have an objective, a goal in mind?
I do indeed. I wish to ask for my, I wish to ask for my love's hand in marriage.
The women both go, "Oh!" at the same time. That's so sweet. It's very, 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 very sweet. Oh, it's so good to hear people still going about things properly and romantical. And looks towards Torkel. And are you entering the tournament as well?
Sean needs to find one of the 5 different ways he can unmute his microphone right now.
Yes.
He just unplugs it.
I'm not being paid enough for this question. Out.
No. That's all he says.
Yeah. So Torkel, what do you say? Sorry?
So he just says, he just goes, no.
No. No. So are you? Are you? And then Sharon goes, he's the one. He's the one who was interested in my brother about the plate, the one my mum got made. And she goes, "Ah, yes, I've heard her brother be very sad about losing that plate for some time. So you are a craftsman, fascinator of armaments, something like that."
They have an interest in some crafts, yes.
And like, she is losing interest in you,
Good.
through your honesty of just like, she's like, she looks towards Sharon and she says, "I didn't expect you to bring us to this booth." And she kind of scoots a second away, just a couple inches away from you, Torkel, because I'm going to go check on her, and gestures towards the half orc who's talking to Hendrik at like about 30 feet away, looking overhang the balcony. And you see the two of them have got glasses or goblets of wine. They're talking. I'm going to keep an eye on her.
These girls have one goal in mind, sitting down at these bench, lads. Only one.
Direct for our granaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I didn't actually expect us to bring us to a student bar. I'm sorry, guys.
I blame you.
Understandable. I will accept this blame.
And Sharwin goes, "Oh, it's just be safe, just be safe." And then she looks towards you, Lernok. "Well, do you want to dance? Some good instruments downstairs." Yeah.
I appreciate the offer. I'm not much of a dancer, I'm afraid, but perhaps another night.
I'm sure with that bum leg, you still got some moves. Gives you a wink.
He's just a little bit slow. He just have a fucking bum leg. He's not.
She's seen you fight. She knows you're a little bit slow on that left leg.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna, No, we have only just arrived in the city. It would. We've. Okay. We've only just arrived. Like I said, perhaps another time.
All right. Well, I'm staying in the campuses of the university, so yeah. You'll find me if you're in the dormitories.
I absolutely will not be there. But sorry, out of character, I should say. I will absolutely not be going there. Right. Good point. So, whereabouts in the city is the university?
If you look towards, should be on Oakhart. Lie down. Yeah, it's the Western Bahamut Repository. It's just east of the Hearst of the Wild. It's like one of the first red pins immediately left of the center
found it. Yep. Cool. Okay.
Oh god, I'm dangerously close to that fucking place right now.
Yeah, you are. But you're safe from this. Shut up.
Yeah.
So how about lighting bar now, Toxie?
Yeah, she goes to.
You know what? I still think this is less awkward than going to that bar might have been. So I'm okay with this.
She goes, "Oh well, so good to see you, Laura. I'll pass on. I saw you to my brother and my mother. Will be really pleased to hear." And she gets up from the booth, looks towards her two friends. One of them again talking to Hendrik, the other one kind of keeping an ear. And she looks towards the overhanging rail. And there's another group of lads. She goes, "Hey, how you doing?" just goes straight to talk to another group of people.
That's fine.
So
we'll, however, somewhat keep an eye on them through the night just to make sure nothing actually that happens.
Just a quick one. We'll say at this point, that's when Torkel sends the sending spell, and you hear a reply. Torkel. You hear the red dragonborn father of Justea speak into your mind. And you hear him say, "That's good. Justea left with her mother today. They are 4 days out from Oakhart. They're staying in Crown's Crest with an old friend of Grail, Leah, her mother. Best of luck to Thoric and you, Gundvinson.
I don't think I can. Can you reply on sending?
He can reply to you, but you'd have to resend the sending to him.
Yeah.
can't
Okay.
do
He
anything.
relays this message to Thoric then.
Yeah. Yeah, so you heal out Thoric, and okay, so Justay is about 4 or 5 days out. She's left today. She should get there around the 5th or 6th day of the week. So you might have a couple days maybe to see her before it all starts. Staying in Crown's Crest, that's good to know. So yeah. But it's not him that's going with her. It's her mother, who you have never gotten along with.
Oh dear, trouble with the in-laws.
We'll see.
A tale as old as time.
Yeah. Hendrik?
Sure.
She's nice. She's nice enough. She actually, surprisingly, you're obviously not wearing anything branded Truth Color. You're away from all that stuff. You're wearing your hat though. She's surprisingly knowledgeable about. You get on the same topic of talking about historical events, and then you're like, "Oh yeah," you don't say it, but like, "I lived through that. I remember that being in the papers. Oh yeah, I was in that time when that happened." And she's like going about these events like from an anecdotal, secondhand, firsthand, or secondhand half work. Yeah, so she's much shorter lived than you. So she's like studying history, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I know about this history," and you're like keeping her engaged and stuff like that. So it seems to be hitting it off well.
I don't even roll.
No, she's rolling against you, man.
No. Does she beat a 2?
A 2? I will roll with her +3 of charisma.
No.
She rolled an 11. You can decide to do with that as you like.
It's just a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a charismatic scholar, half orc. Okay, so you continue talking to Begat. And Thoric, you hear this. Torkel message, and Lyranok, you're luckily left to your 2 companions again.
Good. Like you two will see Lyranok just give the sigh of relief. Look at that.
This is the hardest.
He is also got. Yeah, exactly. Social interaction. God. Like I said, Lyranok will just like occasionally sort of have a look up and just make sure that the group is still doing fine if he can, like as long as they're in line of sight, but he's not going to leave them to it more or less.
Yeah, I mean, you roll perception check.
It's times like this where the message cantrip would work so well between friend groups.
19.
Yep.
Excellent. So you can barely look. You can look over the balcony and the dance floor. You can see a little bit out the street through the big open arch into there. You look. You see the girl Sharon. She's talking to you. She seems to be on the dance floor. The floor below. Thoric right in front of you. Hendrik seems to be enjoying conversations. One of the few times you saw him genuinely smile. But
holy shit! Is he okay? Has he been poisoned?
Hendrik's not having.
He's doing this weird thing with his face. I've never seen him do it before.
It's crazy, man. If you have someone who is like just a nice person and isn't an asshole, Hendrik tends to be in good mood. Yeah, go figure.
What the hell does that say about the rest of us?
With the 19, you do see, looking through the dance floor out into the street through one of the open arches, you see Tame having a heated exchange with someone in the street, and you watch for a few seconds, and the person in front of him rips off a finger from their front finger and throws it at him, and then shouts at him and marches away. As Tame just starts to like a ringer off their finger and throws it.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say they rip off a finger. That's like holy shit. That is He must
No.
have done something to really upset them.
They rip off a finger from their ring and throw it on the floor. As you see Tame just stand there for a few seconds, a few more seconds, and then you see his head drop and his shoulders start to just quiver and shake.
Oh. I mean, the bard is doing bad things. Huh. Wasn't expecting him to actually take that bad.
A dwarven woman walks up to him, gives him a bunch of lip, and just socks him right in the guts as he drops to the floor.
Is this the Tortuga scene from Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, is that just like a list? Is that like a queue of women ready to hit him?
Who is she?
Well, the person who's throwing the ring off was looked to be a tiefling man, and then the woman just came up and socked him in the guts as a dwarven woman.
Oh, okay.
He just bends over, picks the ring, and then drops it in the pouch of other rings that he keeps on.
Trophy collection.
Yeah. You see him like.
I mean,
stand up.
If it's just a punch, then he'll let it by. If there's like a dagger involved, then things will be different.
No, it's just a punch. But he like gets up, and he like looks towards the balcony. I'm gonna roll perception check to see if he spots you. 14. He looks like over his shoulder and looks at the crowd, and you do see him look upwards, and you see a single like a few pieces of tears that have run off his makeup. Like some tear streaks on his yellow and red makeup under his eyes. And he storms off back into the bar and goes straight to the dance floor.
Okay. Well, shit, now I've got two people to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Stop making me be the responsible adult. I don't like it.
There's always got to be a sober one.
Yeah.
Start drinking more and then, you
I mean,
don't have to be.
Well, on the plus side, yeah, I guess paladins can now actually get drunk, so
yeah,
they couldn't last edition.
All right. Yeah, I mean, keep drinking.
Lunok is a slow drinker, by the way. He very much like sort of slowly sips, so he actually does stay relatively sober.
What about Thoric and Hendrik, or Thoric and Torkel then? Are you guys
because of how much I ate, can I actually get drunk? Is the alcohol process so slowly?
I mean, you
just go up to the bar and goes, "Do you have a challenge drink?"
You lost a few points when you visited the cottage before you came out.
Bartender just brings out the squeezins bucket. They clean up the bar. The bar counter.
Oh god!
Not the dirty, the dirty pint.
It's fine. It's sterilized. It's like 50% alcohol.
Oh no! Yeah, Thoric is drinking. He's not going to be entertaining any anyone who's giving him special attention, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Torkel, what about you?
Yeah, Torkel's a dwarf, so I'd say like 3-1 in terms of drinking.
Nice.
But he's not looking for conversation. He just wants to imbue the ale and then or imbibe the ale and then I don't know, he's probably studying the interior decoration of this place.
Yeah, you're like oh that's it. Yeah, you're just like looking at I mean it's a nice enough building, like so that's how they did it. I see they've went a little bit off scripture here when they've designed that. And you're like the spiral staircase, then I wouldn't have done it like that.
I like to imagine Torkel going up to the bar and being like, yes, I'll have 6 drinks. Do the rest of you want anything?
Yeah. Very true. He's I don't know if you like. It's like he sees that you've only got half your pint when he's finished his pint, so he gets another pint, and then he realizes you've only got a little bit left in your pint, so he's like, I can do another one before he finishes that.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Like Lennox is probably the type where he'll have like maybe like 2-3 drinks all night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He very much likes to stay sober.
Yeah. So a few more minutes go by. You're relaxing. You're talking. Hendrik kind of comes close to making a decision. Stay with your friends or don't.
Go to university.
Like to. Hendrick's been on like edge ever since the demon in the box bullshit. That's what demon. I'm gonna just do an insight check and just like take a moment, look around the room, take in the environment, and just like because Hendrick, I think Hendrick feels like someone's watching. Things are going too well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do insight check on the bar and see if I can't. Let's see.
Sure.
That should be an advantage because of elf.
15.
Sometimes you feel like somebody's watching you.
Yeah, you don't dare sing. Don't you dare start singing.
All right. I mean, busy bar, some 30, 40 souls on the second floor, 100 plus beneath. Look around. Telltale signs of someone lurking in like a dark corner, a booth that is a bit quiet, only a few people at it. Look down to the street, any wagons nearby, any staff acting funny. No, for once, the few times when you're out looking out for danger, you feel, I've checked this, I've checked that twice. I'm not getting those alarm bells, not getting those warning signs.
Hendrick has had one drink this entire evening, and it's about 95% full or 90% full. He's not been drinking. Hendrick doesn't drink on the duty, but I mean, this is fine. Fuck it, we're actually like safe. So Hendrick's just gonna down the drink and let's go.
Nice.
Well, now that you've said that,
the adult red dragon, the ancient red dragon from the market is reborn.
XP.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's another Dracolich.
You get to the university bunk, you pull back the covers, 3 ballistas.
No, it's actually a teleportation circle. When he lies in the bed, he just teleports to the next campaign. Excellent. So
you wake up to the 6-fingered man. You're finally awake.
We're in the same bed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you are indisposed, Hendrick. You go off and finally kill some time, relax. Orly is again busy, and Thoric and Lyranok and Torkel, 3 of you in this bar are just having fucking guy time, and it's great. You're just having a couple drinks, laughing at. Do you remember when we pushed that boat over and we crushed a bunch of goblins? That was fucking awesome. Do you remember we fought those sharks? That was a bit scary, but we did it. When we raided the Hydra cult, we killed the Hydra, and you're starting to get a little bit more like, what, like this tournament, like with Thoric supported, doing what we can, it's gonna go well. Like we're gonna do we're gonna have the best shot at this that we can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for the but.
No but.
Then.
Oh.
How long do you stay here drinking? When do you feel that you need to go home, or should you go home?
I mean, if I remember, there's a path like to the place where we're staying that doesn't go directly to the orphanage, right?
What? Sorry, say that again.
There was a path to like our building without going through the orphanage.
Yeah, you can go like you can cut like halfway through the garden and go into the cottage. Yeah,
cool. Because that would have been really awkward for us to immediately come home like that hammered and
yeah.
Bring some ladies back to the orphanage.
Oh no!
Listen, it sounds like you're the only one that might be doing that. So.
It'd be really awkward when they ask if they were going to be staying there and like if they came to join the orphanage.
Yeah, tell me where your parents live. I'll make you a fucking orphan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Christ.
I think you just said tell me where the parents live.
Yeah, there's not anyone else. Tell me where my parents live. I'll make you an orphan was what he said. I mean, I don't think I need to stay out too late. Like, probably say about like 10, 11 maybe.
Mm.
9:30 p.m. in bed sharp.
I mean, okay, yeah, let's do that then.
Hot cocoa and a nice book.
I mean, that all sounds really good to me. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'd do that in a heartbeat over going out all night.
Only partially a joke.
We are
Do
so
we get
old.
what? Oh, actually, sorry, Torko. When we're sitting at the table, rounding down for the night, and we realise that Hendrik isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Torko says that earlier today when we met the noble and Orly wished to pet his horse. Did it seem odd to you that his retinue were mercenaries rather than some form of house guard or people under their employ? I know that they will be paid and employed by them, but I mean that usually would these houses not have like a specific set of guards?
Does that stand out as odd? I mean, we've seen that mercenary outfit in a lot of things.
You've seen the mercenary outfit in a lot of things. Personal guard duties is not usually something they're hired for. They are monster hunters and swords to swing for hire. They assist in gaps in patrols. For them to be babysitting a noble, either the pay is damn good or the risk is high,
or both. I mean, if they're where it's absolutely in the city to that the pay is good, and I imagine with that name they've probably got obviously the family name. There's probably a lot of wealth and targets to it.
Oh, so you get Kingdom's ransom if you took him and tried to pilfer him.
But is it odd that he doesn't have like a personal guard like for the house or for the?
I mean, many of the houses would have generational families loyal to them, because that's one of the biggest things about having guards is you need them to be loyal. So you would have uncle, father, grandfather, such and such a family line, or you would draft out of the orders, the Templar orders, such and such, and have retired soldiers, things like that. But professional, I mean, the Raven Swords do take them as well, but their style of fighting is not the military structure. They're very much different. They have taboo methods of fighting, shall we say?
And they're mercenaries, aren't they? So
although they're mercenaries.
Although the pay is good and probably very, very high, in terms of being able to be bribed, there's still part of Torko that thinks that it's weird for someone with such a high reputation and clearly such a large amount of people who follow his every move, and there's definitely a high amount of danger, to employ mercenaries who could also then be paid to look the other way, potentially.
Well, if you're hiring off a mercenary company, then instead of it being like a familial generational thing, you instead have the mercenary company itself have a rude reputation, which might protect against that. If they're just hiring thugs, then yeah, but if it's a proper company, I can see it. The extra caution against betrayal.
Yeah, potentially. Just odd.
It could be a case of that they've got this band of mercenaries because they are just simply better than what you could generally get. Because these guys are pretty effective from what I remember. They are
maybe it's regular guards all got sick. Food poisoning.
All that. Who knows?
It's flu season.
Who knows? But these guys are damn good mercenaries, right?
One of their secondaries tried to solicit Torkel and Thoric, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, to go kill Barazir, wasn't it?
Yeah, to try and take on Barazir.
So, yeah, it could be a case of they have normal guards, but then because in a heightened situation, they've gone for these because they're an improvement on their normal guards. Who knows?
Seems like an admission of failure of your ability to train your guards.
It could be more a sign of the increased need at the moment. When it comes to normal guards, it is important, yes, to be very capable, but there is also a sense of decorum for them as well. And that's the Ravensword do not quite match that level of decorum, but who knows?
They would not be beholden to the same chivalric code as the orders would be when it comes to employing their tactics.
Yeah, they're like a win at all costs kind of company, aren't they? Like, we don't give a shit if you do it, if you fight dirty, as long as you win.
Yeah.
So it could also be that. It could be that they need these people who are willing to use such unpleasant methods to obtain victory.
Yeah, just something that stood out to Torkel.
No, it's good. It's a good catch.
The question would be, to be perfectly honest, I would suspect probably a number of wealthy folks may have them as guards. They may have quite a presence here at the tournament.
True. It's not like they're hard to spot, so I'm sure we'll learn how many people are employing them.
They certainly stand out. But I believe that is. We shall see how it goes. I believe we still have some time before the tournament starts, so I suspect other people and contestants and the like will probably be arriving over the next week, or I guess next couple of days at the very least. So, I mean, if you want to be really trying cunning, you could try and post up at one of the gates and see if any standout people make an appearance. People that might be competitors.
Can hurt to have intel.
True.
But I leave that up to you. Ultimately it is your competition. I will support you as long as everything is above board and legal. But we can do what you wish. Like I said, I'm really happy to teach you some of the things that I know. But I think you should be do okay in the tournament.
Yeah. I
certainly have faith in you in the combat portion.
Yes, I've had a little bit of combat practice in my time.
That you have.
I think, from what I can tell, of what we've seen of people talking about it, that the people going will be of such great variety that it might be better to focus on myself and improve all aspects of myself with as much focus as possible, as opposed to necessarily try to specifically outmatch one or two specific opponents.
Mm-hmm. Very well. We shall do. Do you have anything in mind?
I imagine that throughout the day I'll be doing a lot of exercise, a lot of combat training. I might even talk to our friendly neighborhood bard about getting some lessons in the more artistic nature this tournament can come up with. And
How is Tame doing, by the way? Sorry, is he still just sad dancing on the dance floor, or?
Tame is on stage and has joined an ensemble of artists and is playing his fucking entire heart out on the lute at the minute.
Oh my god, he's doing a lute solo. Okay, I mean, listen. From my understanding, I think everyone down there is pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Are they doing okay? Are they at least cheering or enjoying the music, or are they?
Yeah, they are. Team's good. I mean, he's not hogging the spotlight. He's just like playing his own thing to support the main band.
As long as they're not throwing glasses or anything at him.
No, not yet.
All right. Oh god, I'm concerned about your use of "yet" in that. But yeah, sorry. Go on. I think Tame. I imagine Tame will be of quite some use, although perhaps not in the morning following this. I get the impression he may be out of commission for a little while.
Well, while he's getting over the drinks he's going to have tonight, I'll probably do my my full morning workout. I don't think the party's ever seen a full, proper morning workout from Thor.
Because most of the time, if it's morning, we're leaving.
Yeah.
Hendrik is not there when you guys return.
No.
You have no idea where I am. I could be dead.
Oh,
anyway.
Sure.
I mean, we could have.
That's
we
terrible.
could have.
Anyway.
Anyways,
we could have Torkel just go to just cast sending. Just, hey,
You can't.
hey,
I don't think
right?
he can he? That was his last.
Nope,
third
that was
level
my
was
last
it?
third level spell. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, listen. If he got kidnapped by like a 17-year-old, then
Look, if he dies, he dies.
She's not
I mean-
17. She's like late 20s. That half.
okay, but she's a half orc. That's like 7 to them.
And I'm like 300.
I'm not setting an argument either way about this shit. My job is just to have the setting. You guys decide what the morality is with your player characters.
that is a dangerous precedent to set.
No,
I
we
just
can,
know-
we can solve this. We can solve this subjectively. DM, is it illegal?
No.
Then it's fine.
No, I was like illegal. Okay,
Is it illegal? Yeah.
okay. So I said, "Is it legal?" And he goes, "No."
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Then
If
whatever.
morality
whatever
is the law, and the law
whatever
is morality.
that is absolutely not how that works. But
That is how that works in theocracy.
I mean, Nathaniel Everstone. I mean, he was a 300-year-old dwarf when he married his 20-year-old human husband. So, but it was true love.
And that makes everything great.
Yeah.
okay, all right. Sorry, I hadn't realized we were working on Disney princess logic. Understood.
No, we're working on a Court of Thorns logic.
Jeez, fuck.
I
I don't think any of us are too perturbed by the fact that Hendrik isn't there.
Listen,
No.
we saw it. No, like what else? Well, we're not exactly going to go like, oh my god, where is he? Like, he wandered off. Then we'll see what
I
happens.
don't think. Yeah.
He's done that
Hendrik is
before. I
doing
just hope
Hendrik
he didn't.
things.
Honestly, yeah, this has happened
He's
quite
out fighting
regularly. So
crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if he disappeared and we hadn't seen him talking to anybody,
Yeah.
we'd be like, yeah, he'll be fine.
yeah, he's gone on. He's put his bat mask on and he's fighting crime.
Yeah, I'm away
Yeah.
to beat all.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happened.
Oh
he just
God,
occasionally
he can-
disappears and then he's fighting crime.
He
So.
can just fucking minor illusion or whatever this fucking Batman costume on.
I come back
Yes.
with an entire new web of conspiracies completely unrelated to the other ones.
How did you find another necromancer? Meanwhile, even Cypher's sat there going, "What do you mean there's another necromancer? Where the fuck did this guy show up from?"
Drake comes back and tells us, guys, I found the 7-fingered man.
I found one of the other dominators taken. So
Oh no, you don't
That-
want to go there yet.
That's who the half-orc was.
You are not high enough level. Do not go there yet.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she actually transforms in the middle and it turns its like shifter and it's just a massive ogre man. It's like hello. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Hey, we're not going to judge what Henry gets up to.
Was that before or after?
And
The three drinkers, Lyranok, Torkel, and Thoric, come back to the cottage to find Orly with a cup of tea, waiting for them to get back some leaf tea. And Hendrik is vacant. But the four of you have had a good night. You've talked about recent, decisions, things to go ahead in the future. And unless there's anything anybody wants to do, I think you guys can go to sleep.
Sleep sounds kind of good right now.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
Actually,
Everyone goes to sleep.
I have a very important question, Cypher. Does cure wounds or healing word or anything get rid of a hangover?
It'd be lesser
Cure wounds would
restoration.
be restoration.
Okay.
All right. You all cozy up in your cottage next to the orphanage. The kids are long asleep. You guys didn't drink too much to make a racket when you came in. As you pull apart the bedding, get in, rest. At least for four of you. You all slither into sleep. And you can all click the long rest button. And Orly and Lyranok, you no longer have a point of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck, I completely forgot about that.
DM, can I take a short rest? A short rest at least.
Sure, yeah.
Does that mean Hendrik
Just-
has to do a walk of shame out of a university?
It's never
No,
a
man,
walk of shame if it's
Dude, my clothing changes at my will. I don't have to walk of shame. I can fucking strut of pride.
You make himself look like Elvis Presley walking around that fucking place.
I mean, if it was Elvis Presley, well, depends what year, because that might be a walk
Oh,
of shame.
let's not fucking get into it. Man, shut up.
I mean,
Holy
It's
shit.
exactly like Elvis Presley. Actually, that's the most
I-
accurate.
I was-
comparison you could have made.
I mean, I was actually just going with the he got really fat as I was just going with the he got really out of shape in his later years, but
Hendrik is
Just so
strutting
happy
around.
you got those girls to join the fucking party now.
Hendrik is strutting around like an obese Elvis Presley, eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich, butt naked on the toilet while drinking whiskey.
What way to go?
He just dips the sandwich into
What a
the whiskey.
Chad!
He
What an absolute
went out
Chad!
went out like a hero.
well, guys, was this where we were expecting tonight to go?
It could have been a lot worse. Let's be real.
You'll wake up in the morning.
You don't like P. Diddy? Sorry, what?
Oh my! Keep going.
Session over. Session over. We get back to the rest of the party in the morning because I'm fucking done.
It's recording the video, by the way.
Let's do piety before I pass the fuck out.
He's actually
you all lose 6 piety because fuck
God,
you.
I love it. DM's
Alright.
putting his foot down, bro.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
know you don't level.
He's all fucking die. Make new characters.
You do get a point of piety for teaching people about Tyr and the role he has to play in the bedroom.
Oh,
Fucking oh my god!
like, I mean, who's actually worse here, the players or the DM?
I think this might be our most
those
cursed
handcuffs
session.
are coming in a different kind of use.
It's like that meme where it's like the girl and she's like, "Oh, do you have protection?" And he just pulls a picture of Tyr out of his pocket.
See, I know exactly what's happening now. Cypher's using us bantering around like this as an excuse so he can get back on battlefield. That's all this is.
Who takes the blame here? Odds or him?
I mean, I feel both.
My face hurts from laughing. That's the problem. All right. Boldre. Keep treating strangers with respect for Lernok. And then for Orly, anything from you?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Oh God, where do I put piety in this goddamn score sheet? There it is. Okay.
Bahamut.
I don't think so.
Not yet. I mean, you can reveal the critical truth that you finished off the mammoth shank in the middle of the gala dinner.
No.
The truth that the mammoth shank is not as big of a challenge as it's meant as put it to be.
Kinos?
Nah.
Not yet. I mean, if you did Wall of Fire, those 3 students, I was going to be like, yeah, that's impulsive. Yeah.
Really
oh my God.
Excellent. Well, we will pick up on the 16th day of Browlin in the early hours of the morning. Well, the morning.
I can't fucking believe how this session went at the end of it.
You know when you laugh that fucking much that your brain starts to swell and you get a headache because of that. I've actually started to get one of those.
Oh.
Go to getting brain blasted.
Yeah, literally. Not in the way that you might think. Like,
oh, for fuck's sake.
The title for this session is going to be "This is our most cursed session."
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
I'm pretty sure it should be
cursed session
so far.
I'm pretty sure it could also be we can explain, officer. We swear.
No.
Everything's legal. That's how I would put it.
She said she was 12.
Oh, sorry. Gives a shit, and then a minute later goes silent. He just sneaks one in, like.
I would put in the description of this video the statements and opinions expressed in this video does not reflect this channel.
There's some kind of disclaimer.
It does. It does.
Just a parental advisory, just black screen parental advisory warning.
Oh man, that's so funny.
All statements made by the DM are in jest. Please do not take them seriously.
Yeah.
For any complaints, please contact story@gmail.com.
No. No half orcs were harmed in the making of this session.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
We are adults.
This is to be fair, this is actually what would happen with these characters after a bar crawl session. We'd just be giggling and laughing like idiots. So I think the mood fits the session quite well.
I can't.
I love that it started with the okay, this is going to get a little bit awkward too. You know what? Let's just go all in and we'll laugh at it.
Yeah. What are you going to say, Ryan?
The next session, everything goes to hell, right?
Most likely.
Okay, cool.
Something bad will happen.
Yeah, we got
to build that cliff up before the fall. Off of it.
We got to use all this inspiration now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys get more inspiration?
It doesn't stack if that's your asking.
No, unfortunately not.
I got an inspiration.
I think we only have. Yeah, I think you're the only person with inspiration then. At the moment.
I'll be fine.
Unless Hendrik gets inspiration for his deeds.
I still have inspiration. I'm still good.
Okay.
Okay. How does the 16th look for folk? 16th of November, a week today.
Hey, I'll let you know. I'm iffy on it.
Thanksgiving, is it?
Oh, I was going to go camping out in the wilderness.
It?
When is Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I'm not American.
On last Thursday? It's last Thursday of the month. I hate that they did it like that. Yeah, no, Thanksgiving is probably like the 29th and 30th for me. I can probably do D&D. We'll probably do it on Saturday, so I'll be good for D&D.
Okay, cool. So 16th maybe, 23rd maybe?
I should be good.
I'll probably be good. I'll stay in touch.
All right, cool. You fine if we do one session without you?
Oh, 100%.
Cool, no problem.
When are we?
Hendrik is recovering.
Hendrik is his broken bones has to recover.
Yes.
Yeah, Hendrik comes back. I'm in love.
When
And have broken thighs.
when are we packing up for Crimbo? Is it the
Christmas
fifth-
break.
15th? Is it?
Christmas break will be from the 13th of December to the 3rd of January.
Okay, cool.
So yes, after the 13th. So the last session we'll probably play will be the 7th of December. Probably. Yeah, and then we'll play again on the 4th of Jan, I think. So yeah. Well, that was session. What session was that?
Oh god, I hope it's not a monumental one. It's going to be so fucking embarrassing if that's like, that was session 100, guys. We're like, shit.
No, that was session. That was session 43.
Okay, that's fine. We can. If that again, if that had been 50, then it's just like, God.
That would have been sad. That would.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're more than a year into this campaign. I think that's pretty good. 40 sessions, just over 40 sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see
Enjoying it a lot.
easily
Thank you very
easily
much.
another 40 sessions.
Yeah.
If not more. Probably get into the one.
Depends on when we get
120s.
TPK'd for making stupid jokes.
Yeah.
That'll never
It's not
happen.
going to happen this session. It's not going to happen.
No, you just get exhausted
yeah,
from
true.
making stupid jokes.
Yeah. No, great. That was a hell of a lot of fun. I have not laughed like that for a long time.
Yes, thank you very
That was
much.
Oh.
Yep,
No
that's great.
problem.